You are privileged to be playing for the football championship of the state of Pennsylvania. How did we get here? We got here because one day you dedicated yourselves to discipline, to courage, and to self-sacrifice. That is why we are here. Now, we are playing a good football team. They're everything everyone says they are. The team that hits the hardest will win this game. The team that survives the pain will win the game. When you hit them, you pick them up. Then you hit them again, and you pick them up. Now let's go. Let's go out and win a Pennsylvania State football championship. Let's go. Let's go. Go, go, go.
WYOU Sports presents the High School Game of the Week. Today, the Class AA State Championship game featuring the Rangers of Forest Hills and the Mount Carmel Red Tornadoes.
Mansion Park, Altoona, Pennsylvania, where the rain never seems to stop. And now a red tornado watch is in effect as Mount Carmel prepares to bang heads with Forest Hills. The winner takes home the Class 2A State Championship. Hi again, everybody. John Nugent along with JP Mack welcoming you to our continuing coverage of the state championships here in Altoona. Already, Southern Columbia and Berwick have won state titles. Mount Carmel goes for the trifecta today against the Forest Hills team, which is a mirror image of Mount Carmel.
Well, the mirror image is happening because of the quarterbacks. Quarterback Higgins is a record breaker at Mount Carmel, and the quarterback Myers at Forest Hills has to 2,000 yards this year in throwing. And they have great receivers and running backs to go along with that mirror.
Both these teams with plenty of offense, so this game will probably come down to defense. Both these teams with outstanding inside linebackers.
Yeah, Mount Carmel with Sheptock and Costello, two guys who'll bang you in their 50 defense. And you've got Brezovec, a big boy. We saw him in pregame out here for Forest Hills, who looks like he's going to hit some people today.
Both these teams going after their first state title under the present format, although Mount Carmel did win a state championship back in 1927 when they beat Belfont 7-6. So our high school football game of the week, the opening kickoff, is next.
Costello with
Today's WYOU Sports High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Quality Plus Ford dealers.
All these Fords are moving. Your Quality Plus Ford dealer is moving out America's best sellers with great savings on America's #1 selling truck, the Ford F-Series. You can drive a Ford F-150 for just $229 per month. It's your last chance to save in 1994 during Ford's year-end clearance. Drive an F-150 for just $229 per month. Get your best clearance deal on America's best-selling truck. See your Quality Plus Ford dealer and choose from the best F-Series selection of the year.
We know how to please at Orlowski's Quick Marts.
Here it is, the Orlowski's Collector's Truck Series #2. This Ertl 1938 die-cast metal panel truck and bank is just $16.95 at your favorite Orlowski's Quick Mart. Only 2,500 trucks were made, so hurry to Orlowski's.
We know how to please at Orlowski's Quick Marts.
Rex, everyday low prices on color TVs, microwave ovens, audio and video equipment. Name brands you know and trust. Nobody beats Rex, and here's why. It's Rex's low price guarantee. Find the same thing for less within 30 days, and we will refund the difference, plus 25% of the difference. And that's why everyone knows.
Always pay less at Rex.
Car and truck rental, we know what you want. We know what you need. We're locally owned and operated, so we carry the vehicles you request most at the best rates around. Sure, we have top quality cars, but we also supply vehicles you won't find everywhere else, like the rugged Jeep Wrangler and the Ford Explorer. Rent a Ford Aerostar or 15-passenger van for your next business or pleasure trip. Or take Northern to work. We have a fleet of four-wheel drive trucks, vans, and cube vans to handle your biggest jobs. When you need quality, dependable transportation at the best price, don't go to some national chain. Come to Northern, where we beat the competition. Guaranteed.
WYOU salutes the Pennsylvania Class AAA champion, Berwick Bulldogs. The Baker Mansion, outside of Mansion Park here in Altoona. Another tremendous crowd is on hand despite the inclement weather as Forest Hills gets set to take on Mount Carmel. And weather will once again be a factor in this ball game. Our forecast, rain on and off throughout. The temperature, 36 degrees. The winds out of the east at 9 miles per hour. Humidity at 85%. Today's officials out of District 10, our referee is Butch Smith, the umpire Ed Peck, head linesman Jim Wassing, the line judge Jeff Lane, back judge Dick Zaki, field judge Larry Ginter, side judge is Frank Macco. Forest Hills has won the coin toss and they have elected to defer. As we take a look at Mount Carmel head coach Dave Whitey Williams. JP's done an outstanding job. Oh, he has. He came in taking over for a legend, Jazz Diminick, and is doing the same thing Jazz did, is win. The Mount Carmel Red Tornadoes will receive the football to start this game. They come in with a 9-game winning streak. They have advanced into the state championship game by beating Cocalico 35-14. Forest Hills has advanced by beating New Brighton 20-17. We'll be back with the opening kickoff right after this.
Moving, all these Fords are moving. Your Quality Plus Ford dealer is moving out America's best sellers with great savings on America's #1 selling compact pickup, the Ford Ranger. Drive a Ford Ranger for just $199 per month. It's your last chance to save in 1994 during Ford's year-end clearance. Every Ranger is specially priced. Drive a Ford Ranger for just $199 per month. Save during Ford's year-end clearance. See your Quality Plus Ford dealer and choose from the best Ranger selection of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Choral Singers with our national anthem. Mount Carmel comes into this ball game with a record of 13-1. Forest Hill Rangers come into this ball game with a record of 13-1. JP, we talked about it, mirror images.
Well, I do the same thing, and it's going to be exciting. We hope here today, even with the rain, both teams will throw the ball, have two real good running backs, and play real tough defense. So we're looking for some excitement.
Justin Meyer is getting set to kick it off for Forest Hills. Veach, Wargo, Evans back deep to receive. Brett Veach, the sophomore, what a season he has had. Last week he was our athlete of the week on WYOU. 3-touchdown performance against Cocalico.
He's got some serious wheels.
He's rushed for over 1,500 yards this season. Red Tornadoes getting set for the opening kickoff in the Class 2A State Championship. This team knocked off the defending state champions in Dallas. They're now playing for the big prize. And this game is underway. Veach goes down 30-yard line. Let's check the Mount Carmel Red Tornado offense. Their offensive line, Roland and Yastashak at the guards, Geary the center, Anderson and Baxi at the tackles. In the backfield, senior quarterback Mike Higgins, the fullback Sean Shepton. Brett Veach is the tailback, Wargo the slot back, Gonzalo the split end, Corey Hepler is the tight end. First and 10, Mount Carmel. They'll go from their own 30 and they'll work out of the eye. Rangers look like they jumped. False start on the offense. We take that back. It'll set Mount Carmel back to the 25. Let's look at Forest Hill's defense. Kaiser and Williams at the tackles, Fanich and Petronek at the ends. Linebackers, Boomer, Brezovec, Epley, and Smitch. The secondary, Plummer, McGough, and Endler. First and 15. Higgins to throw. Incomplete. His brother, Eric Higgins, the intended receiver, second down.
They ran a little misdirection in the backfield there. The play took a long time, and I don't think he had himself completely turned around to throw this ball. Trying to throw to his brother, and it was real short. Here we go. He's been a back, fake, turn around, throws the ball. Just hopefully it's not wet, too wet, so he gets away from him.
Higgins has thrown for over 1,600 yards this season. Second and 15. This is Veach to the 27. Short pickup on the play, third down.
Marty Walmer made the hit. There are two great linebackers for Forest Hills. You have to watch it. Number 44, Walmer, who's come on since the third game, and the best one they have, Mike Brzovic. He's a real tough guy, 6'3", 210, and he looks bigger than 210.
You saw him in warm-ups. He wears number 86. Third and 13, Mount Carmel, opening possession. Higgins. For Veach. Incomplete. Fourth down.
I don't think Higgins was completely warmed up, but he had two guys, and both of them were pretty open. Wargo and Veach went off for the pass. Came up short again.
The Rangers have held. Mount Carmel will have to punt it away.
Dropping back here. They got a linebacker, Warmer's blitzing. Ball's thrown up. They have to come back for the ball, and Veach almost makes the catch.
Fake punt. Yes, to Shaq at the 40. 45, midfield, and a first down.
I'll tell you, they're famous for their specialties, Mount Carmel, over the years. It's just another example of them getting a playoff.
22-yard pickup. Let's watch it again. It was a low snap. He had time, but decided to take off.
Well, I saw the defensive end came in real tight. There was no one there, so it was a smart play by Yastashak.
And you always tell me that the guards are the fastest guys on the team. 22-yard pickup.
I think they would call that rambled. Lumbered.
First and 10, power I. Veach stopped at the line of scrimmage, second down.
John, Forest Hills is in a 60 defense a lot of times, and what they're doing is they're moving Brezovec around any place where they think the play is going to go, and they have 6 guys on the line of scrimmage, which is going to make it tough in the run game of Mount Carmel. So the flats are definitely an open place here for them.
Mount Carmel can score points in a hurry. 10 minutes to go, opening quarter, we are scoreless. Veach off the pitch, he has a hole! He's at the 30, 20, 10, down at the 1. 49-yard pickup. First and goal, Mount Carmel.
Anytime you have that 60 defense and your end gets blocked, you got to know that the outside is wide open. They just pitched the ball, everybody was blocked on the side, and he takes up. Brezovec, who was playing safety that time, made the hit on the 1.
Brett Veach, 135 yards a week ago against Cacalico. Here he picks up 49.
He's around the corner, makes a nice cut right there. He's on his way, and Brezovec, I don't know how he even caught him.
First and goal. Stopped right at the line.
He's short, you're short.
He's trying to bang up the middle, and there's some big guys from Forest Hills up in there. Petrunex in there, Kaiser, Williams, and Fadich up on the line. They're hard to move.
Second and goal, Mount Carmel. Eric Higgins checks in. Gonzalo checks out. You want Veach to run behind Sheptak, the fullback. They come out in the power I. Costello's in there as well. Penalty flag.
White's in his own yard. Everybody,
Forest Hills in the zone. Can't get the football much closer.
In between this line back there, all the way down this line.
I guess they're all trying to creep up on the ball, get as close as they can. There only is several inches to go for a touchdown, so one of the heads must have been across the ball.
Whitey Williams in his second season has led this team to a 13-1 record.
That ball, going in there with their currents. Back up. We're going half the distance against White and back out. Okay?
Offsetting
Right, now we're
penalties.
going out. Yeah. Dead ball foul. Dead ball foul. Encroachment on the defense. Dead ball foul. Equipment violation on the offense. Okay. Second down.
Offsetting penalties. Possibly 12 men in the huddle.
Come on in, come on
Could that be possible, JP?
Well,
hold on, offense. Hold on, fellas.
Well, he has to move the football back.
Someone has to go out.
The football has to go back. They marked off the penalty against the offense.
Let's go. Let's go, Red, on the line.
I don't quite understand that one.
Second and goal from the 5. They come out of the I, wing far side. Veach, the pitch. Veach just inside the 5-yard line. Third and goal.
Well, Sheptak did his job. He kicked out his man, but there was just too much penetration from the inside. Fadich, number 11, came through and came up from behind and got Veach.
Sorry we couldn't give you a better explanation on those penalties, but quite frankly, we didn't understand the call.
Oh, the referee's microphone was clicking a little bit. We really couldn't hear.
Third and goal. Ball at the 5-yard line. Scoreless game. Higgins pitch. Veach cuts it in. He's in. Touchdown, Mount Carmel. You're down around the goal line. This is the kid you want with a football.
Well, Sheptak again does a KO on the man he has to block. Baxi had a great block. And one of the things that made that play, John, is he had double coverage on Gonzalo and he split him out wide, which made a hole for Veach.
Brett Veach, the 5-yard touchdown run. Yastashak gone for the extra point. High snap. Penalty flag again.
Looks like they're going for 2 on this one now.
See Whitey Williams sending the play in with his tight end, Corey Hepler.
Corey Hepler's a big kid.
Penalty is against the Rangers. Half the distance, they will go for 2.
Corey Hepler's dad was 2-time All-State with Mount Carmel.
It's a good start for Mount Carmel. Last week they fell behind early, 14-0. Came back and scored 35 unanswered points. Out of the power I. Veach follows Sheptak. And he's in. 8:31 to go in the first. Mount Carmel is leading 8-0.
When you want to say I love you with a gift straight from the heart, Schuylkill Mall will surely have the gift to play the part. The greatest gift of all is love, so share it with a friend. Schuylkill Mall for Christmas, where happy endings begin.
Rex, everyday low prices on color TVs, microwave ovens, audio and video equipment. Name brands you know and trust. Nobody beats Rex, and here's why. It's Rex's low price guarantee. Find the same thing for less within 30 days, and we will refund the difference, plus 25% of the difference. And that's why everyone knows.
Always pay less at Rex.
Down around the goal line, you'll see Mount Carmel go to the PIAA. This is what they did on the two-point conversion.
Turnaround, Sheptock kicks out, and he's a great blocker. Hole for Veach, 2 points.
Costello with a good block as well on the end. Sealed it off for Veach. Back to live action. Yastashak kicks it off. Jason Dula brings it out to the 35-yard line. Let's check in with Andy Palumbo.
John and JP, let's try to explain these penalties. We saw one of these moves. That was an illegal substitution on Mount Carmel. The other penalty on Forest Hills was an encroachment, and that's why they were moving the ball back and forth. It created a lot of confusion here on the sideline. They finally got it straightened out. Back upstairs.
Don't have to worry about it now. Mount Carmel eventually did get into the end zone. They lead it 8-0. 1st and 10, Forest Hills. Justin Myers at quarterback. Myers, little delay. It's the tailback, Lance McGough. Let's check the offensive line for Forest Hills. Williams and Kaiser at the guards. Petronak, that's Robert at center. John Petronak at the left tackle. Joe Teeter, right tackle. In the backfield, Justin Myers is the quarterback. He has Eric Fanich, the fullback. Lance McGough, watch him. Brian Endler, the split end. Ray Plummer, a split end. Mike Brezovec is the tight end. Officials timeout down on the field. No pickup by McGough on that last play, a little delay.
A little draw, which is a part of the run and shoot offense. You have to have it in the playbook.
McGough has rushed for over 1,200 yards. He goes in motion. Myers to throw. Myers is on the run. Costello brings him down, 45-yard line, close to the first down.
Yeah, Myers doesn't run too much, boy. He certainly showed some talent. He's a stocky quarterback, 6'1", 195.
Let's check Mount Carmel's defense. Up front, Hepler and Rohrbach at the tackles. Grady the nose guard. Burns and Pultanovich at the ends. Linebackers, Sheptock and Costello. They'll be all over the field. Secondary, Wargo, Gonzalo, Veach, and Evans. 3rd down. And a short one for Forest Hills. They trail 8-0. Opening quarter. PIAA. McGough falls forward, has the first down. Hepler came in to make the tackle.
Hepler shot in the backfield and made the hit early, but McGough just kept his balance. He's back. He's an excellent receiver and also a good running back. Hepler gets right through there, but he just falls forward enough. I thought he had the definite first down, but they're going to measure out here. When you look at Mount Carmel's defense, of course, you're looking at 2 linebackers, number 44 Sheptock, number 41 Costello, but also Mark Burns, defensive end, number 59, is doing a great job. He needs one more sack to break the record of sacks. He has 13.5 sacks this year.
It is a first down, just barely. Let's take a look at the numbers on the scoring drive by Mount Carmel. 9 plays, 70 yards, time of possession, 3 minutes, 29 seconds. Brett Veach, 5-yard touchdown run, along with that 49-yard run to set up the touchdown. 1st and 10, Forest Hills. Slot near side. Long count by Myers. McGough stood up and dropped for a loss. Stash Pultanovich, 52, and on the tackle.
Well, they try to run a little counter play coming back. Fake the fullback left. He was not really a fullback. Fanich was a guard. Pultanovich standing right there, and he muscles him down. McGough was not going anywhere.
11 for the Rangers.
Pultanovich, 6 foot, 225. 2nd down and 11. Slap to either side. Myers, play action. Myers goes deep for Endler. Incomplete. Dave Evans on the coverage. Endler had him beat. Evans came along and stripped the football.
I'll tell you, that was right on the money. This is a waggle play out of the run and shoot, double slot. One guard comes around here to block. Then Myers is throwing for 2,000 yards, so he can chuck that ball right on the money. And luckily Myers gets his arm in there and strips the ball. Excellent defense.
Dave Evans, sophomore, 5'8", 155. Good defensive play to recover. This Myers has thrown the football 271 times this season. Third down and 11. Play action, other side. Looking to throw it back. Good defense, Mount Carmel. Hepler will get credit for the sack.
Jason Rohrback was pulling him down.
Sean Jamin in there as well. Looked like he wanted to throw back to McGough.
Was that really a screen pass? He run one way and run the screen back the other way. You see Rohrback, he's a big boy, 6'3", 280. Look at him, he's a moose.
Myers to punt it away. It's at his own 22.
White time, okay.
I think they're short
Forest
man.
Hills has called a timeout. They are short a man.
White time.
It's Fadich.
Fadich, 11, the fullback, checks in. Mount Carmel's special teams, we talked about it earlier, they are outstanding. And look, they have Veach and they have Gonzalo returning punts. I mean, that's another play for you on offense.
Well, they say usually they run back a couple of kicks, but everybody has to work extra hard during the week when you play Mount Carmel because their special teams have been so good over the years. So against Dallas, they ran a fake field goal for a score also.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners, so the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and act in a proper manner. Public service message from your state high school association.
Go! Go!
Good snap.
Kicks away, kicks away.
Low kick. Gonzalo will field it at the 27. Good move, steps out of bounds at the 35. Mount Carmel goes back on the offense with 5 minutes, 4 seconds to go. Opening quarter. And they lead it by Mark Hayden on that one. Punt of 29 yards and return of 7.
This is a tough ball to handle, so you know this kid's an athlete. He's a 3-sport athlete at the school, played the Keystone Games in a couple different sports. Smart takes the ball out of bounds because Brzezinski was coming.
1st and 10, Mount Carmel from their own 35. Come with the eye once again. Sheptot, first carry, gets a couple, second down. Veach thus far off to a good start, 6 carries, 56 yards, and that touchdown.
I was having a tough time running up inside against this 60 defense. Sometimes people will trap it and get hit it quick. It all depends where the linebackers line up. But again, we see number 86, Brzezinski, just lining up where he thinks the play is going to go. They move him around quite a bit from safety to outside linebacker to inside linebacker.
Mount Carmel's only lost this season, a 13-12 setback to Montoursville. Trips to the far side. Higgins rolling, throwing, incomplete. Gonzalo, the intended receiver. Didn't look like they had everybody covered out there.
No, he had a hitch pattern to the outside guy and a la Berwick stuff that they do, but he's not handling the ball well at all. Higgins must be slipping off the ball. Maybe his hands aren't big enough for this weather.
Mount Carmel, another passing situation. Facing 3rd down and 8. They go with trips to the far side again. Higgins, the tight end. Mount Carmel 0 for 2, 3rd down conversions. Higgins, under pressure, throws it to his brother Eric. Knee down, 32-yard line. It is 4th down. They'll lose yardage on the play.
When they put the trips out to the left, John, they have Brzezinski goes out and has to cover the inside man. And the inside man that time was Veach. So I got a funny feeling someone of the scouts up here will take a look at that and put him one-on-one. Oh, they catch the ball and he slips.
Yastashak back at his own 20. Bad snap again. This time, gets it away. Forest Hills will let it bounce. Joe Shikatano recovers at the 36-yard line. It's a punt at 32 yards with no return. 3:47 to go, opening quarter. Glad you could join us. Mount Carmel leading this Class 2A state championship game 8-0.
On this passing offense from Forest Hills, you're going to have to watch Brian Edlin, number 88. He has 64 receptions this year for over 1,000 yards. He's only a sophomore.
First and 10 Rangers. They'll go for their own 36. McGo in motion. Long count by Myers. Short drop, throws, incomplete. Deflected at the line of scrimmage. Corey Hepler, number 31, with the deflection, second down.
Well, it helps when you're 6'4" like Hepler to get your hand up high. And actually, they dropped Burns off in pass protection that time. So they've got a couple little different looks on the defense. You see him drop back here. Myers throws the ball, and there's a big hand comes up, the big mid, right there, Corey Hepler.
Ironic that they dropped Burns off. He has 13 and a half sacks coming in. Like a Lawrence Taylor type. Drop in coverage, rush the quarterback. Second down and 10. Well, delayed, nothing there. Jason Rohrback once again.
Rohrback grabbed him like a big bear grabbing the honey jar. He was waiting for him.
Lance McGo, the senior, yet to get on track. 1,200 yards, 18 touchdowns this season.
He's also a great receiver. He has 27 total touchdowns this year.
McGo's numbers, 4 carries, -2 yards. McGo in motion. Myers to throw. Complete, first down. Ray Plummer on the completion.
Ray Plummer's a great story. See, Plummer will do an out pattern and then break it back in right across the middle. Good timing pattern. Plummer catches the ball. It's the first year of football for him. They recruited him off the basketball team. He's had a great year. He wishes he had played football before. He has 30 receptions this year.
Pickup of 14 yards and a first down. Rangers will go for their own 48. Slot near side. Fadich, the fullback. His first carry in Mount Carmel territory, second down.
Eric Fadich is not used to carrying the ball. He hasn't done it much. He's been a guard before, and he have an injury at the fullback spot. So Fadich just comes straight ahead. He's going to try to keep everybody honest here. And I loved it before the game, John. Fadich worked out with the linemen. He didn't even work out with the backs.
15 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown coming in. Sheptock with the tackle. Sheptock, what does he need? 12 tackles to reach 300 for his career. So he was going for a dozen today. Second down and 7. Fumble. Forest Hills recovers.
Slippery ball out there, slippery turf.
Watch it once again. I don't know if Myers ever got the football. There it is.
He had it in his hands.
Fadich came by and took it with him.
Well, sometimes you're not used to that from Fadich. He probably grabbed it a little too hard on the belly option.
Third and 8. McGo in motion. Myers throwing. Incomplete. Burns on the coverage. Myers' numbers now, 1 out of 4, 14 yards.
You see Burns now, who's the best sacker on the football team, on a certain situation is going to have to pick up an extra back on this multiple receiver offense. And Burns does a nice job there. He gets right in front of the receiver and gets his hands on it.
Brezovec, the intended receiver, brings up fourth down. Myers as your punter, you have to be awake. Could throw a pass, could run.
Always.
All right, kicks away now.
Good kick. Gonzalo, fair catch at about the 15-yard line. Burns with a big block right about time of the whistle. It's a 30-yard punt with no return.
He got Plummer, the basketball player. He knocked him down big time.
All right, first down.
Not too happy.
It's on those special teams. Guys are running down, and you can always catch a guy that's not looking.
It's fun for the guy who hits it.
You're looking up in the air for the ball and you never see him coming.
Right in the chin.
1st and 10, ball at the 14-yard line of Mount Carmel. They'll work out of the power I. Veach on the pitch. Good run by the sophomore back. Takes it over the 20 to the 22.
They pitched the ball wide. He gets behind some big tackles, rolling. And Anderson on the side. They kind of blow out the line. Real nice job. I think Higgins is going to have the ball in the middle of the field to get his throwing arm loose.
Veach putting up the numbers in the first quarter. 7 carries, 64 yards. 40 seconds to go, opening quarter. Costello back there in the power I. Veach off tackle. See where they spot the football. See if he has the first down.
They're just running straight power football. You know how good this football team is to beat Dallas? An excellent team coached by one of the best coaches around, Teddy Jackson. So these guys playing real tough football, getting their way to the state finals.
Officials timeout. They will bring in the chains. Veach has the luxury of running behind not only Sheptock at 220 pounds, but Costello, when they run that power I, he goes 205. And he looks bigger than that.
Well, Costello looks like a mailbox with legs. He's so wide, and we were looking at him before the game. The uniform fits so tight on the guy.
You're down in this much. Thank you.
Just a little bit short. 3rd down and 1 for Mount Carmel. Mike Higgins, senior quarterback, awaiting the play, coming to the huddle. Looks like Mount Carmel might just let the clock run out. And they will. Good first quarter for Mount Carmel. They lead Forest Hills by the count of 8-0. We'll be right back.
This is what happened to all the great food that Grandma used to serve, to the music you used to enjoy, and to the friendly service that you enjoyed years ago. Everything came to Jim Dandy's. You should be here, too.
Going, gone. The federal government broadcast auctions are underway, and you have an opportunity to get in on the valuable licenses for the new communication services on the information superhighway. Individuals just like you made millions with cellular licenses, and there is the potential for big profits in the auction for personal communication services, or PCS. Call now to get the free information kit that explains how you can participate in the government PCS auctions for the limited number of licenses to be granted. Qualified individuals with the minimum capital requirements can get in on this once-in-a-lifetime government auction of the broadcast spectrum, but you must act now. Call now for the free information kit that explains in detail how you could share in the potential profits these licenses could produce. Get the whole story on this limited opportunity. Call the number on your screen now. Don't wait. These licenses are going, and will soon be gone. Call now.
What are the facts about public education in Pennsylvania? For starters, over the past 4 years, dropout rates have gone way down. A higher percentage of seniors are taking SATs and going on to college. Pennsylvania is also among 14 states with the highest average reading proficiency. I'd say that's all pretty good news. To get the facts on education, call this number. Public education. It's working in Pennsylvania.
If you see news happening, call the News 22 hotline, 1-800-422-9968.
Welcome back to Mansion Park in Altoona. Mount Carmel leading Forest Hills 8-0. 3rd down and 1 for the Red Tornadoes. They're at their own 24. They'll go out of the power I. Higgins on the keeper. Higgins with the first down.
We got a first down here, guys.
I'm not surprised with the look that Forest Hills gave him that time. They gave him a wide tackle 6, but they moved their guards out over the guards, so that left the center spot right open, so it was an easy quarterback sneak.
Mount Carmel 1 out of 4 on 3rd down conversions now. You see Mike Higgins, number 1 in his class.
They call him Chief because he's such a leader.
Really, he's a quiet kid off the field, but once he gets on the football field, it's all business. Mount Carmel That first quarter dominating in total yardage. Higgins, play action. Higgins throws, incomplete. Under a lot of pressure. Let's check in with Andy Palumbo right now.
John and JP, a tribute to the fans. Look, we have a full house here on a horrible day in Altoona, which we're sort of used to by now. But most of these people are from Mount Carmel. Some of them are from Forest Hills. They've got the smaller side today, so there's a spillover on this side. And for the Mount Carmel people, some of them are wearing these paper hats donated by the state representative for that area. They don't hold up in the rain, and they sort of give you a fry cook look. But hey, they're free. What do you expect? Let's take it back up to the booth.
We'll wear one into McDonald's after the game, Andy, okay? Mansion Park holds 10,400. Higgins to Veach. Veach, first down. He had some help.
Well, if he swings out of that backfield, he's a great receiver. He can really get that ball. He's such a quick kid. He went to Keystone Games and won the 100 and 200 meter runs this year. Fake up inside. Veach swings out of the backfield. There's a lot of pressure. Kaiser's been in on him, and Smythe has been in on him. These guys definitely put some pressure on the quarterback.
Veach can catch the football. 21 receptions coming in and 3 touchdowns. First down and 10, Mount Carmel. 11:17 to go, second quarter. They lead at 8-0. Out of the power I. Now Gonzalo splits out. Higgins for his brother Eric. Good pickup on the play. Brezovec on the tackle. Pickup of 6 yards.
Yeah, Eric Higgins is only a sophomore. His brother drops back here. Mike drops back, and Eric swings out. Nice catch. And a good concentration holding on to that ball.
Let's take a look at the quarterback numbers on the season. Higgins and Myers. Myers must have to ice that thing down after every game. We thought Higgins threw a lot. Outstanding numbers. This is Veach. Veach is going nowhere. Might give him a yard. Third down.
But there's so many outstanding athletes. This is going to be a game that should be tight all the way.
Really, aside from the one long run that Veach broke off, the 49-yard run, this has been played close to the vest thus far.
They were doing pretty good on this power play, but this time Forest Hills really stuffed it up. Smythe is way up in the backfield, forced to play inside back to the other guys, especially Brezovec. Brezovec's a big-time prospect.
Jeff Williams, 66 with that last tackle. Mount Carmel, 1 out of 4. Third down conversions. Ball spotted just shy of the 45. Slot to the far side. Veach did not get there. Fourth down. Number 72, John Petronak on the tackle.
Petronak is their sack leader, and the coach says that, Coach Don Bailey said this kid will be a Division I football player. 6'2", 200 pounds, he's just a baby. Got skinny legs, I was watching before out there. Like
he is a sophomore. Yastashak to punt it away. They've had some problems with the snap. This is a good one. Poor punt. Gets a Mount Carmel bounce. Still rolling. And it's covered at the 25-yard line. It's a 30-yard punt with no return. 9:01 to go, second quarter. Mount Carmel leads it 8-0.
Moving. All these Fords are moving. Your Quality Plus Ford dealer is moving out America's best sellers with great savings on America's #1 selling compact pickup, the Ford Ranger. Drive a Ford Ranger for just $199 per month. It's your last chance to save in 1994 during Ford's year-end clearance. Every Ranger is specially priced. Drive a Ford Ranger for just $199 per month. Save during Ford's year-end clearance. See your Quality Plus Ford dealer and choose from the best Ranger selection of the year.
Forest Hills trying to get their high-powered offense on track. Thus far, they've been shut out by Mount Carmel. Mount Carmel leading at 8-0. There you see Brett Veach. He has the one and only touchdown in this game thus far. 5-yard touchdown run back in the first quarter. 1st and 10, Forest Hills. McGough in motion. Myers to McGough. Gonzalo on the coverage. McGough goes down at the 29-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play.
Well, Lance McGowan, he's a lot of receptions this year. He's got 27 total touchdowns. This guy's a big play guy. You get the ball to him out of the backfield, he's dangerous. And he hasn't run the ball very well yet, so they figured let's let the guy get a little confidence in himself, catch the ball and get going. And Gonzalo's all over him.
Gonzalo held him up and waited for Sheptok to come on over, put him away.
A little extra shove there by Chevy.
Myers, 2 out of 5 now, 19 yards. Second down. McGough again in motion. Myers pass, incomplete. Veach on the coverage. Bad exchange from the center of the quarterback.
I'll tell you, if he had that ball in his hands, I think it would have been completion. The timing was just off right there. Plummer ran a nice pattern, had the inside route covered here. You'll see he runs just a, well, a lot of people call this an arrow or a look in. He's on the inside. If we would have caught that ball, he would have got some more yards, but the exchange was bad.
Forest Hills, third down conversions, 2 out of 3. Call it 3rd and 5. Go in motion. He clears. Myers on the sideline. Incomplete. Endler, the intended receiver. And once again, Dave Evans on the coverage. That's a matchup worth watching all afternoon.
I think we're going to go after Evans a lot over there. He's the unheralded of the D-backs for Mount Carmel. The kid's always around the football, has a lot of deflections this year. You see Myers drop back. They're running a fade pattern out here with Endler. Endler was a freshman as a starter last year on the baseball team, so you can see that he can roam the field. He's a center fielder. Should have caught that one. It's the second one that's been in and out of his hands with Evans working on him.
Just a sophomore Endler, 64 receptions coming in for over 1,000 yards. Myers, short punt. Gonzalo with some running room. Tries to get to the outside. Looks like we're going to have a clip on Mount Carmel. It's a punt at 25 yards. Gonzalo loses 2 on the return. Tack on 15 as well.
Well, Plummer's taking a beating. Last time he came down, Burns gave him a shot.
Clip on the return.
This time he came down, he got clipped.
Scott Granny, 63. Caught with the clip. So the Red Tornadoes will have to get it going here in the second quarter.
We got a clipping on the return, so we're going to go from the foul back.
Deep in their own end.
It's going to be first down for them. You want it? You got it.
2 high-powered offenses, but thus far they really can't get in sync.
Well, I think they're all nervous, and I talked to Jose Gonzalo, who's the stat man for the last 20 years for Mount Carmel. He told me their kids were pretty nervous before the game. I thought maybe after they got that first touchdown, they'd shake it off a little bit. There's some mistakes.
It'll be first down.
1st and 10, Mount Carmel. We'll start this drive from their own 27. Higgins to throw. Screen pass, set up nicely. This is Wargo. Close to the first down. Joe Wargo checks in, the senior, 5'11", 185.
Joe Wargo is probably one of the best runners on the football team, but just can't get in that backfield with Beach there. So he plays wing back. Going to run a middle screen to set up perfectly. Watch all the big linemen get in the front. Going to be a great block here by Anderson, the big guy. He looks like a Mack truck. And he knocks down Plummer, who's taking a beating here.
Joe Wargo could be a key member of this offense before the day is through. Double coverage on Gonzalo on the outside. And then Veach, looks like they have somebody covering him every time he comes out.
Well, Wargo's an unheralded guy, and he's done the job every time they've asked him this year. And you're right, he could be a factor.
Eric Higgins brings into the play to his brother Mike. Mike's numbers, 4 out of 8 for 23 yards. 7:07 to go, second quarter. Higgins pitch, Beach to the 40-yard line.
Chad Epley went up there. He's only a sophomore. He's a replacement in there for some injured players. Does a nice job of doing it. This comes right here inside the block. He has to section to block him on the corner.
It appears that Veach, at least in this ball game, most effective when they pitch him the football. Out of the power I. 2nd and 7. The shift into a wing. Gonzalo far side. War go in motion. Pitch. Veach. Fumble. Rangers football. Turnover. Mount Carmel.
72.
John Petronak.
Petronak got it. Watch the pitch here. Pitch is a little behind. Has to turn his body to get it. Never had full control of the ball. Bouncing around. Petronak dives on it.
Fadich came over to make the initial hit. 1st and 10, Forest Hills. At the Mount Carmel 38. Mago in motion. Myers under pressure. Myers is sacked. Costello puts him away, back at the 48.
Big Anderson was chasing him back there, and he saw that big red shadow coming. He had him roll out. All of a sudden, Costello breaks away from his linebacker position and puts the hit on him.
On the play back to the 47-yard line. On the 9,
They'll spot it at the 47, loss of 9 on the play.
Well, both offensive lines are having trouble blocking both defenses here today, so it's going to be a big challenge for the offensive lines to step up.
Didn't realize Big Joe is only a sophomore. 2nd down and 19. Myers, screen. Oh, Hepler, almost the interception. Ball is loose. Will they call it an incompletion or a fumble?
Incomplete.
Mount Carmel was looking for the fumble. Hepler almost had an interception.
Hepler's been knifing in there all day long. I think Hepler might have been the guy in charge of middle screen, because he kind of hung around the situation, and you saw the ball right away.
Tenacious defense thus far by the Red Tornado.
This crowd is not happy with that call at all.
Clock is stopped, 5 minutes, 12 seconds, 2nd quarter. 3rd and long for Forest Hills. Justin Myers at quarterback. Endler and Plummer to either side. Mago in motion. Myers throwing. Complete. Touchdown Rangers.
Flag on the play.
There is a flag at the 26-yard line. Brian Endler on the reception. 47-yard touchdown play if it holds up.
27 red automatically declined.
Pass interference, red, decline, touchdown.
It's against Mount Carmel. Touchdown stands.
Pass interference,
So eventually Myers and Endler would hook up, and they do right here.
He runs right up the sideline. Endler makes the catch, and he runs. He's got nice speed. That's his 12th touchdown of the year.
10 coming by way of the air. Endler, just a sophomore, his 65th reception on the season.
Only 145 pounds.
Mount Carmel's lead at 8-6. Forest Hills goes for 2. Fumble. Endler can't get the handle. Endler goes down. Mount Carmel holds. 5:04 to go in the second. Mount Carmel's lead has been cut to 8-6.
For expert equipment, one name says it: Valley Rental. The best in aerial lift products. A huge inventory of construction equipment, including rollers, generators, and the Super Chute. And a complete line of dual-fast nailer products and accessories. Check out our expanded inventory, Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, Saturday, 7:30 to 12. Valley Rental.
In our society today, winning has come to mean everything. However, if winning comes at the expense of good sportsmanship, everyone is a loser. Good sportsmanship is a result of a disciplined effort to respect yourself, your opponents, and game officials. Remember, good sports are winners, so be a sport and practice good sportsmanship. A public service message from your State High School Association. Justin Myers, quarterback, punter. and kickoff specialist. He just tossed a 47-yard touchdown to Brian Endler. He's everything wide receiver. The Rangers have cut the Red Tornadoes lead to 8-6.
That was a long developing play for the two-point play, a double reverse split end around.
Veach at the 18. Right up the gut. He'll be stopped at the 35. Return of 17 yards on the play. Mount Carmel goes on the offense.
I'm really surprised that Myers is kicking the ball straight down the middle to Veach, the most dangerous guy you have running back stuff. Of course, Gonzalez, not a bad guy either to get that football.
Brett Veach with a 5-yard touchdown run back in the first quarter. Tacked on the 2 points. Had an early 8-0 lead. That lead has been cut to 8-6. 4:47 to go. Sheptock, big hole and a first down. The big bull goes down at the 30.
That Sheptock is always blocking somebody. He gets the ball. He says, I want that ball. I'm going to run tough. They spread the formation out a little bit and got double coverage. There was an extra opening in the middle. See a nice trap block coming here. Didn't even have to trap the guy who went upfield so far. Sheptock's spinning, pushing, shoulders, chicken wing, down.
35-yard pickup. 1st and 10, Mount Carmel. 30-yard line of Forest Hills. Sheptock again. He breaks free. And another first down.
He's running possessed.
11-yard pickup that time. You make the guy block all season long, give him an opportunity to run, and he takes over.
Well, he has 482 yards and 8 touchdowns before this game today, so he's gotten the ball enough. But he deserves a lot because he blocks for Veach all the time, blocks for the quarterback and passing.
The Rangers are calling a timeout, trying to slow Mount Carmel down.
I said earlier, when they run that 60 defense, they have 4 guys down. Sometimes you can quick trap the down man if they come upfield. I think that's what's happening. They're not reading, they're just coming across the line.
Sheptock, one of the strongest players on Mount Carmel, benches 350 pounds.
We said earlier, Sheptock's trying to get that 300 tackle milestone, which only 2 other people have done, one of the Dimick brothers, and his brother Frank Sheptock has got that. So he wants that real bad today, but offensively he's doing the job also.
Frank, an All-American at Bloomsburg, and now coach at Wilkes.
He's here today, and Frank's here and done a great job at Wilkes. They've had a successful program the last few years.
Stay tuned. Coming up at halftime on the LT Verastro Arizona IST at the half, we'll have the Forest Hills and Mount Carmel High School bands. First half highlights and stats. It's all coming your way at the half, so be sure to stay tuned. Timeouts remain for each team. Mount Carmel has all of theirs. Higgins for the end zone. Touchdown, Joe Wargo on the deflection.
Taken by number 21, Joe Wargo for the Tornado touchdown.
That's a 19-yard touchdown play. Not exactly how they designed it, but they'll take it.
Well, you know, I was going to comment when I watched the play develop that the receivers were a little too close together. Now you go back here, Higgins throws the ball up, and it's for Gonzalo. Joel Gonzalo goes up, ball comes off his chest, and because they were so close together, Wargo's hanging around. We said Wargo would be a factor, and there he is.
And Endler on the coverage. Yastashak on for the extra point, and he misses it. So with 4:15 to go here in the second quarter, Mount Carmel's lead back to 8 at 14-6. We have ourselves a ball game. The Class 2A state championship is at stake.
I looked at these matchups here, and I thought this would be a ball game, both defense and offense.
Whitey Williams getting his team together. We had a tough situation coming in here at Mount Carmel. As take another look at the touchdown once again. Whitey Williams taking over from Jazz Diminick. Good ball by Higgins.
That's nice ball, nice spiral. He went up, good defense, real nice defense. In there by Endler and just pops the ball out. Hey, sometimes luck is on your side.
They'll take it. WYOU is your home for the Pennsylvania State High School Football Championships, and our championship coverage continues throughout the afternoon. Immediately following this game, we'll be rebroadcasting the Single A championship game featuring the Southern Columbia and Western Beaver teams, followed at 4:30 by the AAA championship game featuring Sharon and the Berwick Bulldogs. It's all right here following this game. Back to live action. Mount Carmel special teams once again. Number 30, Sean Jamin on the coverage.
Number 30, Papinchak got it. Number 30 hit him.
The numbers on Higgins now after that touchdown pass, 5 of 9, 43 yards. The numbers on the scoring drive, 3 plays, 65 yards. Time of possession, 49 seconds. Sean Sheptock, of course, with those 2 big runs to set up that pass. 1st and 10, Forest Hills. Myers with some time, throws, intercepted. Joe Wargo once again. Ball is loose. Forest Hills recovers. And a penalty flag.
What a crazy play that was. Wargo makes a great interception. It's a bad throw. I think they're going to have to sort this out right here. Meeting of the minds going on right now.
Watch the replay once again. Dead ball foul, personal foul against Forest Hills.
So he was nowhere near on that pass. Wargo gets it. Like I said, it was unheralded, but he's playing a heck of a ball game. He runs around a little too much. Sometimes when you get closer, you just have to go down. So ball stripped, bouncing around. Forest Hills has it. I don't know what happened on the bio, a little late hit or trash talk. I don't know what happened.
It is against Forest Hills. We'll get the football back. Wargo coughed it up, trying to get some extra yardage.
Start all over.
Forest Hills will now go for the 16-yard line. First down and a whole bunch. They have to get to the 42 for a first down. Myers up top again, incomplete.
They got to run and shoot that time. What they did is they brought Endler across the field to try to draw the corner. And when McGo went in motion, he ran a fade pattern up the sidelines. See, McGo is in motion now. He's going up the sidelines. Which is not a bad pattern. I tell you, the ball was well thrown. He got him right exactly where he wanted to be, but it was just a little too far.
Lance McGo came in motion, went up the sideline. Evans again on the coverage. We appear to have another penalty flag.
You feeling they're working on Evans over there?
He's played a good ball game, except for the 1 touchdown pass. This one is against Mount Carmel. A lot of penalties in this game thus far. Apparently they're calling pass interference. Whitey Williams, none too happy at this point. Officials telling him to move back. First down and 10, that's an automatic first down. McGo in motion. Forest Hills will go from the 31. Myers again up that sideline. Incomplete. McGo was out of bounds. Head coach Don Bailey all over the officials. They feel that Evans knocked him out of bounds.
Scott Grady put a lot of pressure on him. He's a nose guard, 5'8", 185 senior. He just puts his head down and usually goes. They call him Grat Man. Now, John, I asked these kids from Mount Carmel, they have some hobbies and some stuff they do. They made a list: hunting, fishing, weightlifting, and playing pool. Almost all the guys said the same thing.
Maybe they have a pool table in the weight room. Second down and 10. 3:24 to go before halftime. The Rangers try to run the football. McGo on the carry, short pickup, third down.
Costello, the mailbox, makes the hit. He's tough. He's all over the field.
Keep calling him a mailbox. It's going to come looking for you.
I'll call that for a couple more years. He'll be around.
That's right. He's on this up. McGo's numbers. This is a guy who rushed for 1,200 yards this season, 5 carries, 2 yards. 3rd down and 7. Myers, play action. Throws it up. Intercepted. Veach laterals to Gonzalo. Gonzalo steps out of bounds and gets a push. No flag. See, I think you should get a flag there because even that little push with the momentum you have lands you in the bench.
Yeah, bench is a tough bench, a metal bench. There was Wargo on the interception, I think, John. It's the second one for Wargo today. Shevtok had a great hit on the quarterback, makes that ball go up high. He pitches the ball back to Gonzalo. I like Joe Gonzalo. I tell you, what an athlete. He plays a whole bunch of different sports. He's breaking all kinds of records here. He and Higgins are showing about 9-10 records.
How about Wargo, 21? What a game. 2 interceptions. Has a touchdown reception as well. Shevtok, big hole! He is off to the races and down at the 23-yard line.
Fullback number 44, John.
Go ahead and throw one of those pro-type cross-body blocks to stop Shevtok. He wasn't going to take him up top.
32-yard pickup and a 1st down.
What I love about these guys from Mount Carmel, they call weightlifting a hobby. If you're a coach and you get your kids to call it a hobby, boy, I tell you, you got them.
Shevtok, 4 carries, 80 yards in the 2nd quarter.
You were big in the weight room, John, right?
Oh, yeah. As soon as the coach went out, I was gone. I'd go play basketball with the basketball guys. Veach, penalty flag again. Hanky happy today.
Yeah, there's some flags out there.
Holding Mount Carmel.
The last 2 games we had, there wasn't a lot of flags. And, this was making up for it.
It's a big one, 15 yards.
Coach, he had a hold of clock. He was pulling him down.
Mount Carmel would love to get into the end zone before halftime, increase their 14-6 lead.
Whitey was not satisfied with the explanation.
There's the Donald Bailey, head coach, and the principal at Forest Hills High School. He is in his 24th season, 169 victories. 1st down from the 33 for Mount Carmel. Higgins has time for Gonzalo. Incomplete. Endler on the coverage.
Joe Gonzalo is such an excellent receiver. He's getting double coverage almost all day, and that's one of the reasons I think the trap play up the middles work, is they pull the safety over and they double cover Gonzalo.
You have to like these matchups. You have wide receivers covering wide receivers. They just flip-flop offense and defense. Good ball by Higgins.
Well, they're guarding each other out here in the challenge. 2 guys on him, and he almost caught that ball anyway. This kid has great vision.
They throw that ball anyway because Gonzalo is such a great leaper. He can go up and get it. 2nd down. Higgins. Complete. Wargo again. He's tackled at the 16.
Wargo's the man. They're all over Veach when he goes out of the backfield. They're all over Gonzalo, and they're ignoring Wargo. And I tell you, Higgins is a smart kid. Like I said, he's #1 in his class. He finds the correct receiver. Little
18-yard pickup.
Shotgun, run and shoot. Sheppy blocks there, throws the ball up. Ball takes off a little bit. Wargo makes an adjustment. He just waits for it, grips it. Doesn't get enough for the 1st down, though.
They got a heck of a spot. Never made the 15-yard line. Timeout on the field. Mount Carmel about a yard shy of that 1st down. 3rd down conversions. Forest Hills 3 out of 6. Mount Carmel 1 out of 5.
Then we got a kick before this game. They have a no smoking policy here in the stadium. But if you want to smoke, you have to walk down by the flagpole and you can smoke down there. It's a big crowd down there.
There isn't anybody down there right now. It's too good a game to go for a cigarette.
Well, they're not going to the rain puts it out anyway.
Yeah, well, that's true. Probably have to repaint that flagpole about every 2 weeks. Yeah, there's a lot of rules around here at Mansion Park in Altoona, as we are finding out.
Nice facility, donated by the Baker family. The mansion's right across from us. We can see it's a beautiful place.
We'll have to go for the tour a little bit later on. Back to live action. 3rd down and 1:35 on the clock. Higgins will take it himself. Big kid has the first down. Higgins, 6 foot, 190, very durable.
And right behind his center, Ryan Geary, 6 foot 210 senior. And
Quickly to the line. 1st and 10, ball at the 13. Higgins to the end zone. Intercepted. McGo with the interception. He'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. He had ideas of trying to run that thing out.
Well, I'll tell you what, he had Veach open, he just short-armed it, and an interception happened. I don't think he ever went down the end zone. The referee was just waiting to blow the whistle, and he's running around until, I guess he was in the grasp, and they finally blew it. He didn't want to come out of that end zone.
Well, Gonzalo is saying he should have went down to an E. Lance McGo with the INT.
He's got it. He almost comes out, he steps back. Now there's no whistle blown yet. The referee has not blown the whistle.
Did he step out?
I don't know. They just call him in.
Any way to roll that back one time, guys? Okay, watch it here. Veach, the intended receiver. Okay. Let him go. Well, back to live action.
Big time face mask just happened.
McGo on the carry. Another penalty flag. Okay, let's go back to that interception again. I don't know if we'll get it from this angle. Let's see.
Whoa, he looks like he stepped on the line
on
there.
The line. That's what Gonzalo was saying.
Yep. It's going sideways here.
Okay.
He could have stepped on that line. He could have went out the side. It's very hard from that angle.
15-yard penalty against Mount Carmel. These guys are piling up the numbers with penalty yardage. 1st and 10. Forest Hills go from the 38. McGo breaks one and has a first down. Clock is stopped with 1:03. Forest Hill trails by 8.
It's kind of strange trying to establish a running game right now. You got a minute to go. You think you'd be running your 2-minute drill down here. They're trying to establish a run game, which they should have done a little bit earlier. He makes a real nice cut here. McGo is a dangerous guy, a big play kind of guy. Shrugs off a couple blockers. Big yards. Now they're at midfield with 50-some seconds to go.
Rangers with 1 timeout. Rangers jump. Move him back 5.
Looked like he was going to throw the step pass out here to Plummer.
Forest Hills could get their running game in gear. Their passing game will be so effective. Thus far, they really haven't established any kind of rhythm. Just one big play, and that's it.
Ball back to the 45-yard line. It's 1st and 15.
First and 15. Myers with time. Throws. Wargo. Interception number 3. Might want to think about getting out of bounds, but no, he'll go down.
Intercepted by number 21, Joe Wargo.
Joe Wargo. What a first half. 3 interceptions and a touchdown reception as well.
You called it earlier. He said, this is the guy I got to look for today. This ball must be slipping out of his hands. This kid's a good quarterback. That's a wobbly one coming out. This doesn't have anything on at all. Receiver goes down. Wargo's going to make a cut. You're right, Johnny. You should go out here to the left, make a cut left, keep on going, get out of bounds. We said,
get out of bounds. They have some more time to work with. They have 2 timeouts.
He's looking for the lateral again.
Higgins will work out of the gun. Trips far side. He has 29 seconds. He's under pressure. Steps up and throws. It is up for grabs. Plummer with the interception. I think the football's just too slick. These guys aren't getting anything on their throws.
At this time of the game, it's been raining for the whole first half. The balls are so good. I don't care how many times you throw them on the sideline to get dried off. Maybe at halftime they're bringing a new ball or something, give these guys a little chance.
Everybody going for the big plays. Might have to refine your passing game and throw it a little bit shorter.
Well, they got big play receivers, and they're going to Gonzalo, and they're going to Endler, and these guys, and they're fun things to do, but they're just not working right now.
Rangers will let the clock run out. Won't even come to the line. Let's head for the locker room and regroup. Good first half for Mount Carmel. They lead this Class 2A state championship ball game over Forest Hills by a count of 14. That should be 14-6. Let's check in with Andy Palumbo. Andy?
With head coach Whitey Williams, you've got the lead, but penalties and turnovers are killing you.
Well, you know, that's the way the first half went, and we do have the lead. We're not playing too bad offensively, and defensively they got 6 points, but certainly the penalties and turnovers have hurt us a little.
Is this weather hurting you at all?
I don't know if it's the weather. I think some of our decisions might have been, my decisions in throwing deep. It was more like a punt for us and things like that. But, maybe we'll just have to go to the short passing game a little more in the second half.
Fair enough. Coach, thank you very much. Have a good second half. Let's take it back up to the booth as the rain continues to come down here in Altoona. It just opened up. It's coming down even harder. Back upstairs.
It is halftime here at Mansion Park in Altoona. Mount Carmel is leading Forest Hills 14-6. We'll be back with halftime activities right after this.
Ashland Diesel Engines, a Cummins-authorized automotive, construction, and industrial dealer committed to the performance of the diesel engine industry. Located minutes from Interstate 81, ADE offers complete major and minor engine repairs. Their facility in Ashland boasts state-of-the-art equipment, including 2 dynos for engine or chassis, certified injector and fuel pump department, precision block and head machining, and extensive parts department. Ashland Diesel Engines personnel offer 30 years of experience and have earned a reputation for reliable workmanship and customer service within the tri-state area.
All these Fords are moving. Your Quality Plus Ford dealer is moving out America's best sellers with great savings on America's #1 selling truck, the Ford F-Series. You can drive a Ford F-150 for just $229 per month. It's your last chance to save in 1994 during Ford's year-end clearance. Drive an F-150 for just $229 per month. Get your best clearance deal on America's best-selling truck. See your Quality Plus Ford dealer and choose from the best F-Series selection of the year.
Holidays on the Main in Stroudsburg at George R. Steckel Jewelers. Plenty of time to select a Seiko formal wear or sports watch for that special person on your list. A wide variety for ladies and men. Or have Mr. Steckel, master watchmaker, refurbish a family heirloom. George R. Steckel Jewelers in the heart of historic downtown Stroudsburg. Across the street, bring your prescription to Kresge-Labar Pharmacy, where old-fashioned personal service and modern computer technology meet for your benefit. Our prices are highly competitive. Our extras won't cost you a penny more. Simply the best at Kresge-Labar Pharmacy.
Rex, everyday low prices on color TVs, microwave ovens, audio and video equipment. Name brands you know and trust. Nobody beats Rex, and here's why. It's Rex's low price guarantee. Find the same thing for less within 30 days, and we will refund the difference, plus 25% of the difference. And that's why everyone knows.
Always pay less at Rex.
Today's WYOU Sports High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Quality Plus Ford dealers.
LT Verastro, distributor of Arizona Iced Tea, presents At the Half.
Welcome back to Mansion Park in Altoona. Mount Carmel is leading Forest Hills by a count of 14-6. John Nugent along with J.P. Mack. Even though Mount Carmel has the lead, it's anybody's ball game right now.
No question. These teams are very evenly matched, and Forest Hills has got to get a running game, no question about it. And I think because Fadish is a fullback who was a former guard, they're not giving him the ball that much. McGough had a nice run at the end, so I think you're going to see that play again. And Mount Carmel definitely has to keep it going, mixing it up a little bit, and then I think Sheppy's going to get the ball, run up the gut. They got to throw a short pass game, though. These bombs are not working in the rain.
Okay, we'll see what happens. Right now, we're going to listen in with the Forest Hills Ranger Marching Band under the field direction of Major Red Coat captains Jamie Glacken and Melissa Wiley. The band is going to rock the stadium with a salute to classic rock and roll. Forest Hills High School marching band. It is halftime. Mount Carmel leading Forest Hills 14-6.
All these Fords are moving. Your Quality Plus Ford dealer is moving out America's #1 car with low 2.9% financing on Ford Taurus, or get $750 cash back. It's your last chance to save in 1994 during Ford's year-end clearance. Get low 2.9 financing on Taurus for a limited time. Choose from the best Taurus selection of the year: sedans, wagons, and SHOs. See your Quality Plus Ford dealer for 2.9 financing or $750 cash back during Ford's year-end clearance.
It's Toys for Tots time. Time to start thinking about that special gift for a child in need. Just bring a new unwrapped toy right here to our WYOU studios or to our friends at Insulacos. Right, Rich?
That's right, Deb. Insulacos has joined with WYOU to help make this the very best holiday ever for less fortunate kids. You can drop your toys off at any Insulacos location or WYOU before December 15th.
Together, we'll share the holiday spirit.
Rex, everyday low prices on color TVs, microwave ovens, audio and video equipment. Name brands you know and trust. Nobody beats Rex, and here's why. It's Rex's low price guarantee. Find the same thing for less within 30 days, and we will refund the difference, plus 25% of the difference. And that's why everyone knows.
Always pay less at Rex.
Remember the big snowstorms of 1994? Well, this winter may not be a picnic either, but wait, relief is on the way. News 22 is giving away winter survival packs and 2 Snapper snowblowers from Andy's Power Equipment in Dunmore. Just watch News 22 at 5:30. I'll pick a county at random. If you live in that county, be the first person to call WYOU, and you'll win a News 22 sweatshirt and an ice scraper. Then on December the 16th, I'll pick 2 names from all entries received, and we'll give away a couple of these beauties.
At Northern Car and Truck Rental, we know what you want. We know what you need. We're locally owned and operated, so we carry the vehicles you request most at the best rates around. Sure, we have top-quality cars, but we also supply vehicles you won't find everywhere else, like the rugged Jeep Wrangler and the Ford Explorer. Rent a Ford Aerostar or 15-passenger van for your next business or pleasure trip. Or take Northern to work. We have a fleet of 4-wheel drive trucks, vans, and cube vans to handle your biggest jobs. When you need quality, dependable transportation at the best price, don't go to some national chain. Come to Northern, where we beat the competition. Guaranteed.
The Mount Carmel Area Junior Senior High School has an enrollment of 825 students with a professional staff of 55. The high school fields 11 varsity sports and has won many team championships and individual awards. The graduation rate is 98%, with 76% of the graduates going on to higher educational experiences. The district is renowned throughout the U.S. as one of the most endowed, with trusts set up for students attending Bucknell and Bloomsburg universities. The school's curriculum has continued to keep pace with the educational needs of the students, offering tech prep programs for the trades and science and computer labs used to gain the knowledge needed today. A modern television studio facility serves the school and community, giving students opportunities to learn on and off-air production skills. Extracurricular activities are an integral part of student life. In addition to athletics, students take part in musical productions, service organizations, honor societies, science clubs, and an award-winning band. Mount Carmel area provides students with the belief that all are capable of learning and becoming outstanding citizens of the community.
The rain continues to fall here at Mansion Park in Altoona. It is halftime and time to listen in to the Mount Carmel Area High School marching band, and they kicked off their football season in the Hoosier Dome at a preseason NFL game between the Colts and the Browns. The band is led on the field by drum majors Mike Evans and Joanne Marquardt. Color guard captains are Denise Lashinsky, Beth Schickley, Jody Carpenter, Christina Dorkowski, and Samantha Keene. Band director is Mr. Bernie Steller. Their 94 field show ranges from the classics to Stan Kenton. Carmel Area High School Marching Band. It is halftime. Mount Carmel is leading 14-6. When we come back, first half highlights and statistics, so don't go away.
Today's WYOU Sports High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your local Lincoln Mercury Dealer Association.
Rex, everyday low prices on color TVs, microwave ovens, audio and video equipment. Name brands you know and trust. Nobody beats Rex, and here's why. It's Rex's low price guarantee. Find the same thing for less within 30 days, and we will refund the difference, plus 25% of the difference. And that's why everyone knows.
Always take us at Rex.
Imagine what it would be like if you were in a wheelchair or in some other way challenged. Now imagine there's some relief, but weather conditions and outdated equipment prevent you from getting this relief. Hi everybody, I'm Geraldo Rivera for patients at St. Joseph's Hospital. There is a reality, but now you can help make their Christmas a lot merrier by becoming a saint for St. Joe's. Here's what you do. Stop by any participating Coors Light retailer and tell them you want to help St. Joe's. Then make a donation.
You know, your car payment doesn't have to look like your house payment. Because now the Mercury Sable Sedan and one-of-a-kind Sable Wagon bring you amazingly low 2.9% APR financing that can save you plenty just in time for the holidays. Either way, you'll get a nice, cozy cabin with enough left over for a nice, cozy cabin. See your local Lincoln Mercury dealers and let us prove it.
If you see news happening, call the News 22 hotline, 1-800-422-9968.
It is halftime. Mount Carmel is leading Forest Hills 14-6. John Nugent along with J.P. Meck. A wild first half of play. I really think this terrible weather has taken both these teams really out of their games.
No question about it. The ball's bouncing around. There's turnovers going on. The interceptions have been back and forth here today. They got to work on a short passing game, something where the ball can be thrown without a lot of height on it. And the run game's got to be a little more conservative, especially Forest Hills. They got to run the ball more.
Mount Carmel has had a pretty good running game in that first half. Let's check it out. Brett Veach, 5-yard touchdown run. This following a 49-yard run to set up the touchdown.
Kick out and just cut it back up inside, and this guy has a nose for the end zone.
Veach with the 2-point conversion. It was 8-0 after one. But then Forest Hills came back 3 plays, 47 yards. Myers, the quarterback, to Brian Endler. This is a 47-yard touchdown play.
Well, we heard a lot about this matchup, and boy, we get to see it right here, and you can see why. They tried to check him at the line, and he kept his balance and just beat everybody deep for the score.
Endler with over 1,000 yards receiving this season. But then Mike Higgins came back looking for Gonzalo, somehow finds Wargo.
Well, he wants to go to Gonzalo. Gonzalo needs another reception here, but Wargo got it.
Right now, we're going to check in with Andy Palumbo. Andy?
With Forest Hills head coach Donald Bailey. Coach, what adjustments will you make at the half?
Well, we got to be able to shut down that fullback on the inside. He's been getting a lot of big yardage in the middle. And hopefully we'll still be able to contain their passing game, which we've done a pretty good job with thus far.
So a lot of balls up in the air today. Will you still go for the big play?
Well, that's the way we have to win. I don't think we can just line it up and take it at him.
Rain a factor?
It's a factor, but we both play in the same conditions, so they can't do anything about that.
Fair enough. Coach, best of luck in the second half. Let's take it back up to the booth to John and JP.
That's interesting. Still says he's going for the big play. That's how he wins ball games.
Well, I really think he's given up on the run game a little too early. I think he's got to go for it. He's 14 yards rushing. You've got to get establish a game. And as you said earlier, I think they'll open up their passing game a lot more if he runs the ball.
And penalties has certainly hurt, especially Mount Carmel, 6 for 64 yards thus far. They're going to have to cut down on that. Turnover situation's been a problem. A lot of interceptions in this game. Cut down on that as well.
Well, they're a tough bunch of kids in Mount Carmel. You know, they're coming after you all the time. Their linemen are grabbing a little bit too much. They don't have to do that. They have to get their hands inside. These referees are calling things very close today, so Mount Carmel's going to have to be careful.
One thing Mount Carmel does have going in their favor, aside from a 14-6 lead, is Sheptock, the fullback, has been outstanding.
Boy, and their coach Don Bailey said at halftime, they must stop Sheptalk up the middle, and boy, was he ever right on that one. He's running like a man possessed. He's banging people, and no one's bringing him down. He's throwing straight arms, picking his knees high, and he's having a great game.
Taking a look at Mike Higgins there, number 10, the senior quarterback. His final game at Mount Carmel. He's started 50 games in his career. Really hasn't had a handle on the football. It's been a torrential rain throughout that first half. Seems like the ball's been slipping many times out of his hand.
I think it may be the kind of pass he's throwing. When you're throwing those long passes, you have to tip the ball up real high before you throw it, and I think that's probably slipping out of his hand with that particular kind of pass.
See, he's warming up with his favorite receiver, Joe Gonzalo, who he has not hooked up with. This guy has been a story, number 21, Joe Wargo, 5'11", 185 pounds, goes both ways, 3 interceptions, 3 catches for 48 yards, and he has a touchdown as well.
Well, we heard the word he was unheralded. Well, he certainly get heralded today, no question about it. We got to look for Gonzalo to get the ball. Gonzalo has caught a pass in 31 consecutive football games, so this is the first time he hasn't caught the ball. I'm sure they're going to try to find a way to get Gonzalo free, either put him in motion or pick pass or something like that to get him the football.
Forest Hills had won the opening coin toss. They elected to defer, so they will get the football first in this second half. Both teams waiting patiently on the sidelines for the start of this second half. There you see their quarterback, Justin Myers, the senior, number 16. Lance McGough, number 22. And number 86, Mike Brezovec. This team comes into this ball game, the record of 13-1. Mount Carmel, 13-1 as well. Forest Hills playing out of District 6. And they have advanced into this ball game with a big win last week over New Bright. That was 20-17.
Well, in that game, Fadich scored his first touchdown of his career. He was a guard, made a fullback because of injuries, and he was so excited. Coach said he just couldn't believe he talked about it all week long.
Fans are starting to get fired up. The umbrellas are out. They're rain-soaked, but this is the final football game for them this season.
I'm surprised how many people came out today. Well, this place is packed on both sides. It's so colorful with how the slicker's on, the umbrellas. It's a really nice atmosphere, even though it's a lousy day.
Mount Carmel looking for their first ever state championship under this format, as we mentioned earlier. They did win one way back in 1927. You might have been there, JP. They beat Bellefonte by the count of 7-6. Let's take a look at the quarterback comparisons. Forest Hills, Justin Myers and Mike Higgins from Mount Carmel. Okay, I guess we're not going to take a look at that comparison. Let's just get to the football game. Yastashak getting set to kick it off. Second half action is underway. Endler brings it out over the 30 to the 34-yard line. Forest Hills goes on the offense, 1st and 10.
Well, Endler wanted that football right before the kickoff. Endler switched positions there. The kickoff returns him so he would get the ball. He's hungry.
Let's see what adjustments were made at halftime. See if Forest Hills will try to establish a ground game. They'll set up out of the eye. Only 4 first downs in the first half for the Rangers. McGough to the 35.
I see an adjustment right away. An I formation, which they don't run very much. Now Fadich kicking out, and McGough going left and trying to cut back to the right.
Sheptalk with another tackle. Short pickup on the play of 3. Let's watch it once again.
Lineman coming off the ball. It's a power play. Just a kick out. He's trying to cut back inside. Mount Carmel has pretty good pursuit, though.
McGough in motion. 2nd down and 7. Hits Plummer at the 40. Plummer with a good move. Plummer the first down. Let's check in with Andy Palumbo.
John, we found out what Red Tornado head coach Whitey Williams told his team at halftime. The answer is really not much. I'm told he was very low-key at the half talking to the players. His big speech was, let's stick with what works, especially the short side trap. Back upstairs.
Pickup of 11 yards on that last play. This is anybody's ball game right now. 1st and 10, Forest Hills from their own 47. McGough in motion again. Big hole for the fullback to the 44-yard line. Eric Fadich finally breaks one.
Well, Coach Bailey, we were talking to him about what adjustments he's going to make. He didn't mention the run game, but we all knew that he had to do this. He's going to get a straight dive. This is kind of almost like a veer, but just there's no option off it. Just off the end, he just base block the end and give it to Fadich. Nice gain.
Pickup of 9, 2nd down and 1. Fadich, the guard, now playing fullback because of injury. McGough in motion every play. Myers for McGough. 1st down. Gonzalo goes for a ride and knocked out of bounds at the 31.
It was a battle. McGough just does an out pattern. It was real nice timing. As soon as he turned around, he got the football. And Gonzalo just couldn't bring him down. His feet were churning.
This is a 13-yard pickup.
He's already been in motion here. He just his turn out timing pattern. He gets the ball. Now you see Gonzalo tackles him. I think he's trying to strip the football is what he's trying to do here instead of wrapping his arms.
Forest Hills impressive opening drive, 3rd quarter. They trail 14-6. 1st and 10, Mount Carmel's 31. Sheptock on the blitz. Fadich beats it. Inside the 25 to the 22.
That was definitely a dive left, a veer left. They don't even block Burns that time. Burns comes upfield, and because Sheptock blitzes, there's no linebacker in the secondary defense here to make this hit. So Fadich gets the gain. He went down a little too easily, though.
2nd down and 2. Myers to Plummer. Good coverage by the Red Tornadoes. Evans was there at 27 to make the initial hit.
You know, they're working on Evans, and he's a good guy. He's around the football all the time. He makes a solid tackle and a step pass. Step pass is just where a guy just takes one step out and comes back to the football. And if a guy has good moves here, he can get away from this, but not with that tackle by Evans.
They spot his forward motion, and it is a 1st down for the Rangers. 1st and 10 from the 18 of Mount Carmel. 9:10 to go, 3rd quarter. Myers to Fadich. He goes down at the 18. You have an injured Mount Carmel player down at the 18 as well.
They're both down. Fadich is down and Burns is down.
Is that Burns, 59?
Mm-hmm. They ran it left. There was no hole. Everybody banged each other and neutralized. Going to be a neutralization of the lineman. He tries to cut it back, and there's the backside line just holds up. So he went
hit him
down
with
nice
his head
tackle.
right on the knee.
Both 2 solid hits from both guys, and they're
Tried
both
to get
down.
up, and he said, forget about it.
Yeah, they're hurting. Now he is a replacement fullback now, and they're going to have to see who comes in.
While they are attending to the injured players, 8:52 to go in the 3rd. Mount Carmel leading it 14-6.
Happy holidays from downtown Wilkes-Barre.
Outlet Army-Navy has a store filled with great gift ideas for the outdoorsman on your list, like cargo bags, rucksacks, and knives, quilted flannel shirts, work outfits by Dickies and Carhartt Brown Duck, Carolina shoes and boots, authentic military gear like the MA-1 flight jacket and the M65 field jacket, plus custom printed sweatshirts and tees at 113 South Main Street, 2nd block from Public Square. Outlet Army-Navy. 'Tis the season for shopping downtown Wilkes-Barre.
Watch the replay once again. Fadich, the fullback, tackled here by Burns. Burns is up. He is okay. He's on the sideline. Eric Fadich just now being helped to his feet. An injured left leg as he hobbles off the field.
It does not look good. I have to go fireman's carry here to get this guy off the field. This kid's done a great job, and he's gone in the backfield, which is a glory thing from an offensive guard. He's done a great job for them in the playoffs, and I want to see who comes in now.
You see the white towel out there? The official's keeping a towel over the football right now. Keep it dry. Rain continues to come down. Looks like you might have a turkey under there.
It's windy out there now, too, John. It's not a very pleasant day. It hasn't been a very pleasant weekend.
Okay, now the unveiling. There you go. 2nd down and 10 for the Rangers. 18-yard line of Mount Carmel. Myers throws. Incomplete. Gonzalo the coverage on Endler once again. 3rd down.
I think that pass was thrown properly. That was wide open. That was a nice pattern, a nice arrow coming in here.
I think if Myers tries to hit these guys a little earlier.
He's waiting a little too long. They're not going to get 100% clear all the time. That ball, you see how it's moving around? He doesn't have a complete grip on that ball either. That was almost an interception.
Run the pattern a little bit shorter. Have his receivers come underneath.
He threw it behind him.
3rd down. Endler's in. Touchdown, Rangers. 18-yard touchdown play.
Flag on the field.
Penalty flag at the 7.
Coach, I want to discuss. I believe this was rocket screen. Let me see.
Clip gets the Rangers.
I thought they were going to call lineman downfield, and that play lineman can go downfield because it's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. I never saw a rocket screen thrown to the short side of the field, and I want to see if that's what the play was.
They'll have to take the points off the board.
So you came in at fullback. Woomer, the other linebacker, came in and playing fullback now. I guess he's the 3rd string fullback.
Don Bailey talking with his senior quarterback. Myers looks to be hobbled a little bit. The left leg for the quarterback. You see it's bandaged.
He's a stocky guy. Getting so cold down there that your feet are probably cold. Your thighs are cramping up.
3rd down and 14 for the Rangers. Ball back at the 22. Mount Carmel still has their lead at 14-6. Slot far side. Myers throws. Incomplete. Behind Mago, 4th down.
Well, he's been behind many receivers lately.
Joe Wargo is there once again looking for his 4th interception. He's having a career here this afternoon.
A lot of records this year at Mount Carmel. That could be one in a football game. But that was a nice pattern. They ran motion, and definitely Mount Carmel's secondary was a little bit messed up that time. They weren't sure who they had. It was a nice pattern, just not a good ball.
4th down and 14. Rangers will go for it at the Mount Carmel 22. They need to get to the 8 for a 1st down. Myers. Complete. Let's see. It is complete. Inside the 10. Appears to be short of the 1st down, which means Mount Carmel would take over.
Throws the pass, timing pass. He has to float this over the defender. I'll tell you what, I don't know how he ever caught that ball. Plummer's a basketball player.
Caught the ball on top of his helmet.
He has good hands for a basketball player and a football player, and I don't know how he brought that ball around his head. And I think he probably does those Pete Maravich drills with the balls and around his head, around his waistline, stuff like that, like we do in basketball.
Nonetheless, they are a yard short of the 1st down. Mount Carmel will take over at their own 9, leading it 14-6. Veach, 1st carry, 2nd half. Out over the 10 to the 11.
Conservative play down here. I would have called this one myself. You run a power. Sheptock kicks outside and let Veach run up inside and make sure everybody blocks, especially the linebackers.
Sheptock, very effective. Watch the center quarterback exchange, a clean one. Hard to do on a day like this. Woomer, 44, with the hit.
Woomer and Zovic are 2 nice inside linebackers.
Out of the eye. Veach follows Sheptock. Tries to get the corner. Gets a yard or 2, stays in bounds. Brzovic over there, 86 to make the tackle.
Well, Gonzalo had to block his number sake out there, Endler, and Endler just beat the block and came up and supported the corner real nice. See the pitch going out here? Sheptock comes around the corner, does his job. Gonzalo is supposed to block out here, but I think he misses the block. There it is right there. Endler makes the hit.
Need to see field.
Third down and 5, Mount Carmel. Higgins throwing, almost intercepted. Wargo, intended receiver, fourth down.
He was wide open that time. What they did is they ran an X pattern. Gonzalo came inside, and he demanded a lot of people watching him. So 3 guys jumped on him. Wargo was wide open. Ball falls short.
I'll be fast.
John Yastashak is on to put it away. He's at his own goal line. Yastashak in trouble again, gets it away. Look at this. It's been an adventure. Yastashak gets out of it again.
Beautiful job.
36-yard punt, no return.
I can't believe this guy with a guard would run sideways like that and kick it.
An educational environment is critical to the success of high school athletics and activity programs. An opportunity, an important part of the environment is planning for good sportsmanship. Without good sportsmanship, the lessons learned lose their value. Remember, the next time you attend an interscholastic contest, that you're really inside a classroom where good sports receive the highest grade. Public service message of the PIAA. First down, Myers throws, incomplete. Plummer, intended receiver, Evans again on the coverage.
Boy, he strung them up that time, and all receivers really hate that. We're going to see the punt here. I think Yastashak panics a little early. I think he could have got this ball off, but he runs over here. I can't believe he had the agility to do that. That's a fantastic job, and he had a real nice kick out of it yet. He's quite a kid.
Remember back in the first quarter, he took off early again. It was a low snap, but could have got it off. Took off, 22-yard pickup and a first down. It's been an adventure. Second down and 10. Myers, flanker screen again. This is Endler. He has some running room. Down at the 42, short of the first down. Let's check in with Andy Palumbo right now.
John, a quick check on the injuries over on the Forest Hill side. The quarterback, we see his leg all bandaged up, and I'm told he just suffered a severe cramp earlier in the game. That's why they put the bandage on. That's why he's limping. As for the player that was let off a few minutes ago, he took a helmet to the leg. He should be back upstairs.
Penalty flag on that last play.
He's moving here. We see Evans grab him here. And then Veach comes in on the side. I guess he must get a little piece of face mask.
The left hand has a piece of the face mask. It's 15 yards. Mount Carmel has hurt themselves with penalties today. 65 yards in penalties first half.
Well, they ran that split end screen to Endler on the other side. He got in the middle and didn't look like anything was there, and he made something out of it.
First and 10 for the Rangers, now at Mount Carmel's 27. They've been knocking on the door here in the third quarter, but they've yet to get in. Slot, far side. Full back up the gut. David Papinchak, his first carry in the game.
Papinchak's only a sophomore. He got the last kickoff return when he got smacked.
Pick up a couple on the play.
No trap play, not a bad job by Papinchak, but you got to block the linebackers on Mount Carmel. You're not going to go anywhere.
5:30 to go, third quarter. McGough cuts it up. McGough inside the 20-yard line. Good run, made something out of nothing.
I think they've got to go to McGough a little bit more now. He's starting to look good. He's starting to get his feel for the football. This kid is a big play guy, we said before. He's got to see the ball a little bit more.
Only 14 yards total rushing for the Rangers in the first half.
They ran power eye, makes a dip. I can't believe he dipped inside here, but he did.
Third down for the Rangers. McGough, Sheptock knifing in there, missed him. Looks like he'll be short. It'll be fourth down.
I'm going to see a better tandem of linebackers than Sheptock and Costello around. A senior and a sophomore helping each other out all the time.
See Sheptock, 44, indicates to the bench how far they need to go. He seems to be shooting the gap a little bit more in this third quarter than he did in the first half.
Well, he's stunning. He's trying to make things happen.
Forest Hills decides they want to talk about it. It's a key play. Want to come away with some points. Clock is stopped with 4:24 to go here in the third.
It's such a pity, John, seeing two quarterbacks like this with a wet ball. Could be a lot better game.
Timeout on the field. We'll be back right after this.
Rex, everyday low prices on color TVs, microwave ovens, audio and video equipment. Name brands you know and trust. Nobody beats Rex, and here's why. It's Rex's low price guarantee. Find the same thing for less within 30 days, and we will refund the difference, plus 25% of the difference. And that's why everyone knows.
Always pay less at Rex.
Key moment in this football game, 4th down and 1 for Forest Hills. They are at the 18-yard line of Mount Carmel. They trail by 8. They have called a timeout to talk about it. What would you call here, JP?
I'd run the same play left as I did before, but they don't have the same formation, so I don't know what they're going to do.
Give it to Mago. Sheptock stops him at the 20. Mount Carmel is held again.
Fucking Burns made the hit. You know, John, they're just working the left side of the line, and Mago got a couple nice shots over there. Well, you said I didn't have time to think about it when they lined up, but I would have ran a power eye left, or giving the ball to Mago left. The last 2 times he ran, he had some nice gains over there. They go to the right, and they're finding out the right side's not the way to go. Burns, Sheptock, and Wargo all around the ball.
All up there. Slow developing play, good read by Mount Carmel. 1st and 10, Red Tornadoes. Slot far side. Pitch, Veach. Over the 20 to the 22. They haven't given Sheptock the football yet. The big fullback down here is a good area of the field for him to pound away.
Well, they better not forget that quick trap up the middle, as they say, short side trap for Sheptock. They try to throw a little bit of a jet here where they had the big tackle Anderson pull around the corner, the Big Mac truck to get the ball to Beach, but didn't go very far.
Sheptock with over 80 yards rushing first half. 2nd down. There's Sheptock out to the 25.
They were setting something up there last time, John. They ran the pitch to the Beach. This time they faked the pitch to Beach and gave it back with the trap up inside of Sheptock, but there wasn't a lot of room in there at all. Here we go. They fake the pitch. They bring it back. Guards are pulling. Just doesn't see the hole fast enough that time. He gets hit.
Eric Higgins brings the play into the huddle. Hepler comes out. It is 3rd down and 5 for Mount Carmel. 2:58 to go in the third. Higgins throws. Gonzalo. They say it's complete. That would mean a first down. Gonzalo's first reception.
Keeps the streak going. 32 games in a row now with the pass reception. What's happening here is they're putting Endler out of him. One-on-one. It's a big challenge between the number 88s.
They're covering each other on every play.
A little pressure in there. The ball was pulling through. What a catch. He turns his body like they're supposed to, and he brings the ball in. Tough catch.
Gonzalo, 51 receptions coming in. He holds just about every receiving record at Mount Carmel. Veach to the 35. Red Tornadoes working the clock as well.
I'm talking to Jose Gonzalo before. He said that his son hung around with Higgins. They were born 1 day apart in December, a long time ago, and they played with some big pitchers, even babies.
That helps. They're on the same page. They know their every move. Veach's numbers now, 15 carries, 81 yards. These Mount Carmel cheerleaders make some noise, don't they?
They are yelling from the hour before the game.
Hour before the game is right. Power eye. Wargo on the pitch. Wargo to the 36.
You have to give Forest Hills credit. These guys have great pursuit. The only play that's worked really great today has been the run up the gut by Sheptock.
Another 3rd down situation for Mount Carmel. 3rd and 6. Out of the eye. Higgins rolling. Has Gonzalo. Ball's hanging up there. Incomplete. Higgins just can't get a grip on it. Gonzalo was wide open. It was a stop and go. Gonzalo was wide open. The ball is just hanging up there forever.
Like I said, every time they tip that ball up to throw the long pass, it just doesn't carry in this wind and rain out here. You'll see here, there's a hook and go, and Endler bites on it just like he's supposed to. It's wide open here, and what happens is Endler recovers enough to get his hand up in the face and block the view a little bit. The ball was thrown. He should have caught that ball.
Back to live action. Mago calls for a fair catch at his own 39-yard line. Yastashak with a 25-yard punt with no return. 1:08 to go, third quarter. Forest Hills gets the football back again. Mount Carmel hasn't had any field position to work with in this third quarter.
We talked about the great offenses of both these teams. It's definitely been a defensive ball game up to this point.
Justin Myers calling signals. 1st and 10 for the Rangers. Myers rolls out. Throws. Incomplete. Gonzalo on the coverage. Mago intended receiver, second down.
He's still limping around. You can see him going back to the huddle. Myers is hurting now. He's got cramps in his legs. You see when he picks that toe up in the front, you know it's a cramp.
Well, now it's the right leg now.
He's rolling out here on a waggle type pattern. He runs everybody off with Plummer over here on this side and running a man underneath. He tries to get Mago underneath in the pattern and drag. Not a very good ball.
Justin Myers, I believe, is going to have to come out of the game. He could barely walk. He's over by the 30-yard line. It's his right calf.
When the field gets real damp down there and the cold gets out, it comes right up in through your calves, and he's definitely really hurting. Got to fill up on the potassium. It's a painful thing.
It's probably just like a knot right now, the back of his leg. Can't straighten it out. Justin Myers is down and being attended to on the far sideline. It's a timeout done on the field.
Takes a little while to get out of there.
Stay tuned for News 22 coming up immediately following today's triple header. Jennifer Watson, Melissa Barrington, and Jason Knapp will provide all the latest news, weather, and sports. That's News 22 immediately following the afternoon's rebroadcast of the Class AAA Championship game right here on TV 22 WYOU, the 24-hour news source.
I'd certainly like to hear some good news about the weather. The 3 miserable, cold, rainy days here in Altoona.
It'll probably be sunny tomorrow as soon as the games are over with.
I hope those mallow cups in the trunk of Andy Palumbo's car don't melt or anything.
Andy has about 9 or 10 cases back there. I think he thinks it's Halloween. I keep telling Christmas is coming up.
I couldn't put my suitcase in there, so many mallow cups, and I crushed a couple. Oh, they're not going to melt, that's for sure. They'll be probably frozen to raindrops on them.
Justin Myers having his right calf attended to. Matt Daniel is in at quarterback now. He is a sophomore, 5'9", 165. Hands off to Mago. He's into the secondary. Still on his feet. Veach drags him down at the 29. They bring in the backup quarterback to hand off the football, and Mago finally breaks one.
Myers is coming back in now. I'll tell you what, there's a little too much arm tackling going on at that time. They got to put their shoulders into this guy. Mago's getting himself moving.
It's a 32-yard pickup. Watch it again.
He's still going. A lot of arm tackles, a lot of grabbing of his shirt. You see him trying to grab. You got to put your shoulder in here and get this guy down. He's not going to go down that easy. He throws a straight arm, you drag him down.
Again, the Rangers in Mount Carmel territory. 1st and 10 at the 29. The fullback, Papinchak, his second carry.
We try to run a trap play with Jeff Williams coming over, 5'10", 245, the blue-collar guy on their offensive line. The trap never developed. Pinchak's a little too tight to read the hole at all here. You know, he hasn't played that much, this kid, and it's hard to get a feel for the game.
Had problems with injuries at fullback. 2nd down and 11 now for Myers. Slot near side. Myers throws. Incomplete. They're saying he caught it.
If he
we'll
caught
have
that,
to
was
take
a
a
great
look at
catch,
that again.
I'll tell you.
Final play, 3rd quarter. They are calling it a completion.
I want to see that one again.
We are heading to the 4th quarter. Mount Carmel is leading it, 14-6.
The Mercury Sable and Volvo station wagons have so many safety features in common, like dual airbags, anti-lock brakes, and side impact protection. So, what does the guy in the Sable wagon have that the guy in the Volvo wagon doesn't? About 10 grand in his college fund already. And now Sable is an even safer investment with 2.9 APR financing.
For expert equipment, one name says it, Valley Rental. The best in aerial lift products. A huge inventory of construction equipment including rollers, generators, and the Super Chute. And a complete line of dual-fast nailer products and accessories. Check out our expanded inventory, Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, Saturday, 7:30 to 12. Valley Rental.
Rex, everyday low prices on color TVs, microwave ovens, audio and video equipment. Name brands you know and trust. Nobody beats Rex, and here's why. It's Rex's low price guarantee. Find the same thing for less within 30 days, and we will refund the difference, plus 25% of the difference. And that's why everyone knows.
Always pay less at Rex.
We know how to please at Orlowski's Quick Marts.
Here it is, the Orlowski's Collector's Truck Series number 2. This Ertl 1938 die-cast metal panel truck and bank is just $16.95 at your favorite Orlowski's Quick Mart. Only 2,500 trucks were made, so hurry to Orlowski's.
We know how to please at Orlowski's Quick Marts.
If you see news happening, call the News 22 hotline, 1-800-422-9968.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at that last play. Myers to Brezovec looked like a great catch, but watch as he hits the turf.
Great effort right there.
He has it there.
Down.
That's a trap there. That's an incompletion. They give it to him. He has a first down. 1st and 10 from the 14. Mago at the 10. Out of bounds inside the 5.
And I'll go to number 22.
So the tackling has been terrible this last series here. The guys' hands are getting cold and stuff. They can't grab with your hands. Your hands don't have any feeling anymore. You got to put your shoulder in the guy. You got to drive your legs through him. I think we should say something. Michael Makebro was a big star on this football team. As a senior, he's the guy who's hurt and why they're having all the fullback problems. He's not playing the last game of his senior year.
1st and goal. Forest Hills at the 3. Power eye. Mago, he's in. Touchdown, Rangers. They will go for 2.
Working on that left side again. Earlier he talked about what I would have done in that one situation. I would have ran left because they've been really doing a nice job of blocking over there. The lineman through, and Mago is having a great 4th quarter.
Lance Mago, a superb second half.
Second half, he's only a couple minutes in the 4th quarter.
The Rangers have been knocking on the door throughout this second half. They finally get in. Power eye again. See if they'll go with the same play. McGo. And again, tie game at 14. 11:53 to go in the fourth. We are tied at 14. We'll be right back.
At Northern Car and Truck Rental, we know what you want. We know what you need. We're locally owned and operated, so we carry the vehicles you request most at the best rates around. Sure, we have top quality cars, but we also supply vehicles you won't find everywhere else, like the rugged Jeep Wrangler and the Ford Explorer. Rent a Ford Aerostar or 15-passenger van for your next business or pleasure trip. Or take Northern to work. We have a fleet of four-wheel drive trucks, vans, and cube vans to handle your biggest jobs. When you need quality, dependable transportation at the best price, don't go to some national chain. Come to Northern, where we beat the competition. Guaranteed.
Welcome back, everybody. It is a brand new football game. We are tied at 14. Lance McGo, the touchdown run and two-point conversion. Back to live action. Veach on the kickoff. Veach is buried at the 33. A return of just 10 yards.
He's got the touchdown and a great kickoff and great coverage on a little momentum swing towards Forest Hills.
Mount Carmel's offense stymied in the third quarter. They did not have field position, did not get on track. Forest Hills has the momentum and they have their crowd behind them now. 1st and 10, Red Tornadoes. Sheptok stopped at the line. 72, John Petronak on the initial hit.
Petronak's having a great half. He was the guy that had been running behind, and the last couple times he got the ball to McGo. He just made a great hit here on Sheptok. Trying to get that trap play again up inside the Sheppy. Has nowhere to go.
Russell Kaiser also in there on the hit. No gain on the play.
I have a buddy at home, Jerry Casino, who's from the Forest Hills area, who lives in Wilkes-Barre right now. He's probably all excited. They're back in the ball game.
He's probably wearing his Forest Hills jersey right now, right? Higgins under pressure. Gets out of the pocket. Picks up some yardage. Goes down at the 37-yard line. The numbers on the last scoring drive for Forest Hills. 6 plays, 61 yards, time of possession, 1 minute, 15 seconds. Lance McGo, the 3-yard touchdown run and two-point conversion. Pickup of 4 on the scramble by Higgins. They are facing 3rd and 6.
Stand by,
They come to the line. Slot near side. Higgins rolls that way. Throws for Wargo. Incomplete. 4th down. Endler on the coverage. Higgins has had pressure the entire ball game.
Oh, I'll tell you what, this especially the second half. These guys are coming out. I tell you, have great pursuit, and they're in his face. Here we go. They got to do a better job of pass blocking here.
Petronak, 72.
Petronak's having a ball game. Throws the ball. Not even close.
He has to Shaq. It's a good snap. Pretty good punt. Fumble! Forest Hills recovers.
Now, John, that Petronak's only a sophomore. Kid's 6'2", 200, sophomore. And I said, Coach said earlier when I talked to him this week, this kid's going to be a Division I football player. He shows signs.
Let's check in with Andy Palumbo. Andy.
John, I spoke with the head of the PIAA a couple of minutes ago. It's not too early to start thinking about overtime. Even though this is the state championship, it's a weird sudden death type deal. They do not play normally in a quarter, and the first team that scores wins. 4 plays from the 10, and they alternate. First one who scores wins, the other team gets a shot. Back upstairs.
They flip a coin, and you have the choice of going offense or defense. We saw that a few years ago in the District 2 playoffs, Lackawanna County Stadium, between Nanticoke and Prep. They went to that overtime,
great game,
one on a field goal.
Nanticoke chose defense, stopped them the first time, then when they got the ball, they scored and won the football game.
Forest Hills has come back in the second half. Time of possession there in the third, they dominated. McGo's numbers now, 13 carries, 70 yards, and the touchdown. McGo is running hard, gets to the 40.
Mago is really moving right now. Selling the ball. This is the running game they had to establish to get back in the game. And Coach Bailey's doing an excellent job of mixing it up now.
He didn't tell us the truth, Coach Bailey.
He didn't. He was fibbing.
He told us they're going for the big play, and now they're just grinding it out.
He didn't think we were going to tell Mount Carmel, did he?
3rd down and 4 for the Rangers. We're tied at 14. Stop and go for Plummer. Complete. 1st down, 35. Evans on the coverage.
Plummer, first year of football, ran an excellent pattern. He turned Evans around. This ball's thrown up nice. It's not real far that he can't get a good grip on this one. Hook and go. Throws it up. Makes a nice adjustment to the ball here. Catches it. Evans with the hit.
Evans got turned around. This is a 32-yard pickup.
See it again. Nice picture of the ball. Goes right down. Hits him in the numbers.
1st and 10, Forest Hills. Just inside the Mount Carmel 35. Mago inside handoff. Looked like Mount Carmel had him for a loss. He still picks up yardage. 2nd down.
I still think Mount Carmel has to do a better job of tackling. We got in there. Hepler got all the way back in that backfield. He should have had him back for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. He just didn't wrap his arms good enough.
Watch it again. Hepler 31, first guy in there.
Right there, he slides right down, and Mago has got himself going now. He wants to move.
The numbers on the quarterback, Myers, 10 of 24, 163 yards. He has a touchdown pass. 2nd down. Endler, wide open. Veach on the coverage. 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Myers got belted, and he's hurting again. Costello was in on a stunt, put a lick on him.
Now the last time Myers came out of the game, they brought in the sophomore. He handed off to Mago, and he picked up 35 yards. Watch this play again.
Well, you don't see the hit. He strung him up again out there, but he really gets hit really hard back here. Here we go. Myers back. He gets smacked right off his feet.
Back to live action, 3rd down and 7. Ball at the 32 of Mount Carmel. Myers throws incomplete. Mago, the intended receiver, 4th down. Again, just a little bit too high.
That was that timing pattern he ran before, and Mago just, the ball wasn't really that badly thrown. Mago has to get both hands up on the ball. You don't just stick one hand out. At this point in the game, everything counts. Ball thrown. He's hanging it up. You got to get out there and get 2 hands on that ball.
4th down and 7. There you take a look at the Red Tornado defense. We go with 3 down linemen. Myers, pitch, Mago. Mount Carmel holds, and they'll take over on downs.
Wargo did a great job of defending option that time. He came up from his cornerback position and took the pitch man. I didn't see an option from these guys all day long. It was kind of a surprising call.
Watch it again.
Right down
Forest Hills 0 for 3 on 4th down conversions.
Running people off. Wargo plays off the block. Grabs him by the leg. He's down.
7:35 to go in the 4th. We are tied at 14. Higgins fumbles the ball, recovers, is sacked at the 29. He'll lose yardage. It appears Higgins is looking for the rush. He had some time when he first dropped back, but then he quickly got out of there.
Yeah, he's hearing some footsteps, they say. He's looking around a little bit, and the Trunack has just kept on doing a job of fighting. See him? He only gave it one look. Trunack, again, he's playing a heck of a ball game for a sophomore.
I think, again, you have that strong rush. You can't wait for Gonzalo to break free 15, 18 yards downfield. You have to get it to Veach, your tight end, your flanker, on a short little route. The rush is too strong. Expect your linemen to hold them until your wideouts get downfield.
Delay, Barry. We're going back.
Delay a game. Mount Carmel. Again hurt by penalties.
You're right, Johnny. You have to get some short passing game going here. You have to use that step pass or use a slant in or an arrow pattern just to get him loose again, get Higgins a little confidence, and give him some time for the lineman to get up, set up and block. You know, sometimes you're coaching the sidelines and you get about 3 coaches, tell them plays in the ear. You do this, do this, do this, and you get out of my way.
And then you have all the fans and the parents are telling you, and there's usually a kid on the sideline that will add his 2 cents. Higgins for Veach. He cuts it back. First down at the 42 of Forest Hills. And no penalty flags. 34-yard pickup.
These days, Veach comes out of that backfield with the great speed that he has. He's going to swing out here out of the backfield, go up the side. We've seen this pattern before many times by these guys. Being covered by a linebacker.
Warm-ups before practice, they were running this play.
Rubbersnack makes the hit.
First and 10, Mount Carmel. Forest Hills 42. Veach will lose yardage.
And off goes to 22, Brett Veach. Brought down by number 31, Mike Magro.
Mike Magro, the starting fullback, is now in on defense. You can see his leg. It's the right leg, heavily bandaged and with a brace. The numbers on Veach: 16 carries, 80 yards, 2 receptions for 45. Well, Magro's a senior, and this is the last game. This is the game, the final 5 minutes. Tied at 14. Second down. Higgins under pressure, throws. Incomplete. Borgo, the intended receiver, third down.
Well, you see, Brevesnack, the linebacker, had to cover Wargo out of the backfield. And Brevesnack just tried to catch that one hand, a little nonchalant that time. I think he could have himself a big-time interception here if he went up and got the ball right.
Razorback all over the field. It's been rushing from its linebacker spot, playing some strong safeties back there with some of the wideouts. Mount Carmel, third down conversions, just 2 out of 10. Third and 11. Wargo in motion. Higgins play action. For Veach, they set up screen. Didn't work. Penalty flag as well.
Late flag, but definitely a clip. No question about it. I was surprised the flag came in so late. The guy probably couldn't feel it with the cold hands out to the referee. Fake here to run the waggle pass, waggle throwback screen. Veach has it right here. Immediately gets clipped right in the back, right in front of the officials.
See what the Rangers will do. Appears they are going to decline the penalty. Holding against Mount Carmel, it is declined. It is fourth down.
Well, they have a lot of faith in their defense right now. I think we're going to stop them right here. I think he's going to make Mount Carmel punt, and it looks like it's going to be that way. Could watch a fake. These guys are famous for all kinds of tricky plays and specialties.
Yastashak back at the 45. Low kick. The roll dead at the 10-yard line. Forest Hills pin deep, 32-yard punt, no return. Good sportsmanship is learned, practiced, and executed. Respect for the opponent, spectators, coaches, and officials is a must at all levels of athletics and activity programs. At interscholastic contests, behavior on the part of everyone should be characterized by generosity and genuine concern for others. Display good sportsmanship the next time you attend a high school event. A public service message from your State High School Association. Officials timeout on the field. And the Rangers come to the line. They'll have 5 minutes, 12 seconds to work with. First down and 10. And they're at their own 10. McGough in motion. Myers, the drop, stop and go. Intercept. This time Evans with the pick. He wins the battle with Ray Plummer.
He was one-on-one with Plummer all the way down the field, stayed to his inside shoulder. The ball was thrown inside, and he got the ball. It belongs to him.
The defensive backs have certainly shined here on a cloudy afternoon at Mansion Park.
Well, a lot of coaches like to go for this bomb out of the end zone. Got the ball in his hands, and he's grabbing here, and they're fighting for the ball, but Evans definitely has possession.
Coach Bailey said he's going to win this thing with the big play. That's the way he's done it all season long. He went for the big play, and he got bit. Mount Carmel now. 1st and 10 from the Forest Hills 48. 4:50 on the clock. Veach loses a yard or two.
Petrunak again was deep in that backfield. This kid's slanting in there, and he's giving a lot of trouble. In the wide tackle 6, they're not blocking him enough, and he's getting in the backfield and making a lot of trouble.
Really think until you establish Sheptock, which they haven't been able to do in the second half, Veach is going to have a tough time finding yards.
No question about it. They're keeping everything, they're pushing everything back to the inside.
2nd and 12. Sheptock, he stopped at the line. Jeff Williams, 66. Heard to be in on the tackle. This 3rd down.
Coach Bailey said Williams is the strongest player overall. What are you doing? He just,
perfect
I guess
tackle.
It's like a sucker block. No one blocked him at all, and he just stood there and made the hit.
He has to be strong to bring down Sheptock.
He does.
Sheptock, 4 carries, 80 yards first half, just 4 yards here in the second half. Gonzalo in motion. Higgins out of the gun. This will give him some time, and he has it. Incomplete. Veach, the intended receiver. Higgins finally had some time to set up. Good coverage by Brezovec.
It's amazing Brezovec can go out there and cover a guy like Veach. This guy's pretty talented. What they're doing here is they use a real good move on Whitey's part here. They run Gonzalo in motion. They get a whole bunch of guys watching him and then send Veach back across the field. This guy's a pretty tall kid, Brezovec, and he gets up there and slaps it away.
Yastashak thought about running and gets a heck of a roll.
A lot of guts, Yastashak.
Inside the 15. 35-yard punt with no return. He makes me nervous, and I'm not even coaching.
And Whitey's probably, that's why he has white hair maybe, from Yastashak. But these are 2 nice punts, the 32 and 35. It doesn't sound like much, but he's pooching it. He's just kicking it, trying to keep it around the 10-yard line, making these guys go a long way to try to get a first down or a score.
Well, they're targeting Yastashak as he comes to the sideline.
He doesn't look like a punter, Yastashak.
He doesn't look like a runner, but he keeps looking for a hole. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the 4th. We're tied at 14. Rangers with the football. This may turn into the overtime affair.
A little more conservative, yeah. He went a little conservative that time. Last time he threw the bomb, got intercepted. This time he's going to give it to the fullback up the gut and try to scratch out a first down. You might see some kind of quarterback keeper here, or I tell you, McGough's got to get the ball. He's hot.
Maybe head coach Don Bailey will remain conservative, try to take this thing into overtime. It's McGough. Gets to the outside, good yardage. Looks like he'll be just shy of the first down.
Well, it took him time to warm up, but I'll tell you, he's had a great second half. He has all kinds of talent. He's a senior this year, 5'10", 160. No, yeah, he is a senior, 5'10", 165.
It is a first down. Good push and a first down. First and 10 Rangers. A little breathing room at their own 25. It's McGough again on the left side.
He ran to that Stonewall called Costello.
By 41, Joe Costello.
On Carmel's side, very quiet right now.
They're holding hands and trying to keep themselves together in a state championship football game. Going right down to the wire, two evenly matched teams.
Second down and 8. McGo went down in a heap.
And off to number 22, Lance McGo.
Stosh Poltanovich, number 52, 6 foot 225, a senior, in on the hit.
Well, Stosh has a nickname. We call him Stu. If I name like Stosh, I don't know if I'd want a nickname. So he's also a great pitcher on the baseball team. Throws a mean fastball.
That was a mean hit. Third down. Myers throws the duck, and it's complete. First down, Endler. Gonzalo on the coverage.
That was a nice pattern. It was a long way to throw that football. It was on the money. And Gonzalo going backwards.
Pair of 88s. They've been dueling all afternoon. Endler wins this one. Takes a pretty good shot from Gonzalo. The two had words as they went to the huddle.
He runs him off. Then he does it, breaks out real nice. Nice pattern. Gets out of bounds and gets smacked by Gonzalo in the back.
First and 10 Rangers. Exactly a minute to go. We're at their own 48. The slot to the far side. McGo goes that way. Myers still looking. Myers the first down. And more. His legs weren't cramping up that time. That's a pickup of 14.
Well, we're seeing a lot of arm tackles again here. And Wargo finally the only guy to wrap his arms around. Three guys just grabbed at him. And he's slippery. He's looking. Can't find anything. Still going to fake like he's going to throw right here. But he's going to keep it all the way. 1, 2, 3 guys. Costello falls off him. Now Wargo wraps his arms and pulls him down. It's a first down.
First down at the Mount Carmel 44. 48 seconds on the clock. Slot near side. McGo goes that way again. Screen. Brezovec perfectly executed. Another first down. Pick up a 12 on the play.
Well, it was a nice play. Everybody, it looked like a middle screen coming. Everybody's kind of looking in the middle. All the guys hung around. He drops straight back. When you come through that easily, you got to know something's going on. Brezovec just kind of sneaks out there. He's a big guy to bring down, boy.
Trips near side, first and 10. Ball on the 31 of Mount Carmel. We are tied at 14. Myers throws. Out of bounds. Endler, intended receiver. Wargo on the coverage, second down.
Nice pressure in there from Burns, Gaddy.
You've got to put the pressure on this kid now. He's not mobile.
Brady Burns put the pressure on. He had to throw the ball out. They tried to make a good catch. We just couldn't keep his feet in bounds.
Heck of a football game. Glad you could join us. What a way to wrap it up. Championship football on WYOU. Myers throws. Intercepted. Gonzalo down the sideline and out of bounds. If he had a little more speed, he might have broken. Mount Carmel holds again. 36-yard return of the interception. Just 16 seconds on the clock.
Well, they're a trips formation to the right. They got 3 receivers going on the pattern. Backside tight end stays home to help block. Throws it up right to the chest of Gonzalo. He's got a wall set up over here. See Costello trying to block, a whole bunch of other guys. Runs out of bounds.
16 seconds to work with before we go to overtime. Gonzalo in motion. Higgins on the run now. It's complete, out of bounds, 47. Eric Higgins, Mike's little brother, on the reception.
There's some good pass coverage going on here by Forest Hills, and that's why Higgins is running out there trying to find somebody to throw to and can't find anybody. Finally, his brother comes back to the football, catches the ball. We asked his brother what his claim to fame was. He said, Eric Higgins said my brother is the quarterback.
8 seconds to go in regulation. We are tied at 14. We'll be right back.
It's holidays on the Main in Stroudsburg, and the sights and sounds of the season can be yours to keep at Easy Home Entertainment. Try out the Panasonic Palm Quarter with image stabilization that holds the picture steady even when you cannot. It's a VHS tape that will play in the VCR you already own. Next, check out the mind-blowing graphics on Panasonic's 3DO. It's 50 times faster than current video systems and has CD quality sound. These and many other Panasonic products are ready for you to take home today at Easy Home Entertainment, where holidays are easy on the Main.
Welcome back to Mansion Park in Altoona. Heck of a football game for this Class 2A state title. Forest Hills and Mount Carmel are tied at 14. 8 seconds to go in regulation before we head to overtime. Mount Carmel has been shut out second half. They had a 14-6 lead at halftime. Forest Hills has come back in the fourth quarter to tie this thing up. Higgins will go out of the gun. This is the Hail Mary. Eric Higgins, and now Eric Higgins will throw it. Up for grabs. Rezovac, the interception, and knocked out of bounds.
A little trick play, but didn't work.
Fourth quarter is in the books. We are tied at 14. We go to overtime. We'll be back with overtime right after this.
Interactive television is on its way to your home, and now for the first time there is a limited opportunity to profit from the valuable FCC licenses that are being auctioned off by the federal government. Interactive TV, or IVDS, will offer viewers the ability to play along with game shows, call the plays in sporting events, shop and bank at home, and even order a pizza. Call Spectrum Associates to get the free information kit on how you can get involved in the government auction for an interactive television license. Find out why Time magazine calls interactive TV a revolution in entertainment, news, and communications. Call the number on your screen now for the free information kit that explains your opportunity to reap the rewards from one of the most talked about technologies today. Capital requirement is $9,000 minimum and is IRA qualified. There is no obligation. Interactive television is coming, and everyone will use it. Why not find out how you can get in on the ground floor of the information superhighway? Call now.
What's missing on a Cadillac DeVille that's standard on the new Lincoln Town Car Signature Series Touring Edition? 4 openers, a power moonroof. Can't forget the all-new interior with memory seat and JBL sound system. We should also mention, in passing, Town Car's more powerful V8 that goes 100,000 miles between scheduled tune-ups. And much, much more. The Lincoln Town Car Signature Series Touring Edition with traction assist. Now an even better value with special savings opportunities.
Today's WYOU Sports High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your local Lincoln Mercury Dealer Association.
If you see news happening, call the News 22 hotline, 1-800-422-9968.
Heck of a way to end up our championship football coverage here on WYOU. Forest Hills and Mount Carmel tied at 14. We are headed to overtime. They will flip a coin. Team that wins has the option of going on offense or defense. They have 4 plays from the 10-yard line. Whether that team is stopped or if they score, Forest Hills or Mount Carmel, whoever it should be, they get a shot at getting to the end zone as well.
A chance to tie them or beat them. And you could get on any one of the downs. You can kick the field goal on any down you want to. A lot of different options here.
This is when our friend back in the Scranton area, Bob Spagna, right now he's probably sitting at home trying to call the truck. Okay, well, we don't have Bob Spagna, but we have Bus Carr. Andy?
Yeah, who's going to explain probably something that's very difficult to us right now. How does this work?
It appears to be, but it really isn't. What they're going to do is toss the coin, and the person who wins the toss of the coin will have a choice of the end of the field or taking the ball, which is now put it on the 10-yard line. They get a series of, they get four downs to score. If they don't score, or it doesn't mean if they score or not. The other team, both teams get an opportunity to score from the 10-yard line. If it's tied after they both get an opportunity, we do it all over again.
You can kick a field goal on any down?
Yes, you can kick a field goal on any down.
Now, in the event of a touchdown, what about a conversion?
Yes, they'll have a chance for the conversion if they need it.
One or two?
Yes, either way, yes.
Okay.
They can go for one or they can go for two. It doesn't make any difference. It's just like it would be under normal conditions, except they get a series of 4 downs to score. If you win the toss, you have the choice. We're going to go to the end of the field. If you take the ball, you get 4 downs to score.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't score, it doesn't make any difference what you do. I get 4 downs if I'm the loser. So we both get a series of 4 downs.
Fair enough. Thank you very much, Bus. Nice meeting you under weird circumstances out here on the football field in rainy Altoona. Back upstairs to the booth.
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Bus was just making his point perfectly clear in that explanation.
Each team gets a chance.
But the point that we were unclear on, do you have the opportunity to go for 2 after you score or kick the extra point? Mr. Carr says yes. Just like a regular game at this point.
Well, we had this last time when Billy Jones at Nanticoke said that he wanted defense, took the defense, and Scranton Prep did not score. Billy Jones came back, kicked the field goal with a great kicker, Jimsky, that he had on 3rd down. And won the game.
Which was a smart play. He did it on 3rd down. In case they fumbled, he could have kicked it on 4th. So Mount Carmel will have the football first. Well, they will set this thing up. There you take a look at the Baker Mansion. Just outside the gates here to Mansion Park. It appears Mount Carmel will go on the offense first. 4 cracks from the 10-yard line. This is really a tough spot at the field, that 10-yard. You're playing on a 20-yard field now is what you're down to.
Yeah, you don't know. Defense also, do they go man here now? Do they go in their goal line defense or not? You put a lot of different questions in your head.
All right, get ready. The Class 2A state championship has come down to overtime. First down. Veach in motion. Higgins in trouble. Sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. He has to get rid of that football.
He does.
Throw it away back in the end zone.
Now he's
somewhere.
got a long way to go now. And you've got, see who came in there? Bagro's in there. He hasn't played. He was banged. Snuck him in the game. He made a big hit here. Here he comes, number 31. The guy wasn't supposed to play at all. He makes the first hit. Everybody else kind of chips in on it.
Ball spotted at the 22. Second down, Mount Carmel.
There's those skinny legs right there. The true next legs.
Out of the eye. Higgins, pitch, Veach. Down at the 31.
Joe Smites comes way in there on the pitch on the lead option. Veach is hit for a big loss.
Third down.
And down the line, counter option, runs around, pitches it back. You see Smites, number 60, waiting right there. Little guy, makes a good hit.
Well, Higgins, no doubt, will go to the air. Third down, 31 yards to the end zone. Higgins under pressure, throws it up, intercepted. Brezovac again. Forest Hills will take over. They'll have 4 cracks from the 10-yard line.
Second interception in a row by Brezovac.
It's up to the Mount Carmel defense.
They tried to do that time is get Veach out of the backfield. He was split wide at his tailback spot here. He'll run up the sideline, trying to run a couple crossing patterns. Throws it, got to throw it for the end zone here. You got to throw it down close. Interception.
This is for the state championship. McGough off tackle. Stood up at the 9, maybe the 8-yard line.
A lot of time they didn't get to run left like they have been doing all day long. Jason Rohrbach was a big man on that play, and he grabs him. I would have guessed that play coming from those guys. That's a big successful football play. Power I, power to the left.
It is second down. They'll spot it at the 8.
Play looked like it was developing. McGough was going to get the ball, pitch to the left, fumbles it.
Just a game of turnovers. There were 7 in the first half. We're definitely in double figures.
Looked like a pretty good pitch and just didn't go.
Well, here we go again. We'll head back to midfield. We'll head back to midfield. We'll flip the coin again. We are now into double overtime. We're talking about turnovers. Mount Carmel with 6. Forest Hills with 5.
I know the weather has something to do with it, but in a championship game of this caliber, you would never expect that. Well, the coaches got to dig in their minds now and see what their best goal line stuff is, their best red zone plays, and they got to go with it. You got to be pretty conservative down here, and got to creep to the end zone. Thought that Forest Hills had a nice plan, and I thought maybe they would have run the power I left and then fake it and pop to the tight end. That would have been a good call down there.
First down, you go at your fullback. You see what he can pick up on first down. You work from there. Somebody like Sheptak is there. You look at the state championship trophy. Sheptak can get you 5 yards. You go with them again. But I just that close to the goal line, I just don't believe in the play action and going for the pitch and all this other stuff. Just take it straight ahead at this point. Tell your line, look, we're talking state championship here. You've got a couple of minutes left. Gut it out and just go straight ahead for the end zone.
Now, both defenses came out there in regular defense. There wasn't any goal line defense on the 10-yard line going on. You have to play the pass and the run. So it has to be well thought out what you want to do. Like you said, you got to go with what brought you here, to the championship game. Just do your best.
Just get all them big linemen over there. You say, look at boys, you're the big uglies. But we got a state championship here.
Well, lots going through your mind. You dig in your books, say, what do I have? Let me see what Thanksgiving Day play I have here.
I think it's just a gut reaction at this point. Again, the captains will meet at midfield. Let's listen in if we can. All right, we are told that the team that lost the coin toss at the start of overtime now has the choice of whether or not they would go on offense or defense. Apparently, Forest Hills will have the football again. Mount Carmel back on defense. JP, you're the coach in this one. What would you like? Would you get the coin toss? You go on offense first, or you go on defense first?
I always wanted to take the ball and try to score first, put the pressure on the team. But I think they're right, though, taking defense first. And if the other team fails, they're really down now. So you kind of got them in a psychological edge. I think defense is the call here. gives you a couple more options, as Billy Jones did, in a third down situation. He kicked the field goal and got out of Dodge.
We're Lackawanna County Stadium. First down, Forest Hills. We're in double overtime. Pinchak, the fullback, gets 3.
There's your call, Nuge. You get the fullback up the gut. Pinchak's in a tough situation here. He's like the third string guy going in, maybe fourth string fullback. When ball dives up the gut, a couple yards.
At least in this case, now you've made the defense respect the fullback. So now, if you want to fake it to him and then go down the line, get it to Mago. Mago up the gut, inside the 5, third down.
They ran a power I left. Both backs were up inside, trying to get to the hole a lot quicker. Just giving it to Mago behind those two backs. What they're doing is trying to get you 4-on-3 in a hole they're running in now. Everybody's in the hole blocking straight ahead, just using power football right now, being very conservative. And you could see maybe a fake in a quarterback keeper, or giving it to Mago in a power left.
Third and goal from the 3. Tied at 14, double overtime. Mago did not get in. Fourth down. What a game.
Well,
we could
everybody in the
say
place
what
is
a game.
expecting that play to go again right here. And in my experience, if they ran it again, Mount Carmel will be very ready. One thing that used to get me here, they'd run that fake it and the quarterback would keep, go to the pylon, and get me nuts.
There it is, fourth down. Everybody's coming. They did not get in. Mount Carmel is celebrating, but they still have to get into the end zone.
Everybody in place expected that football play. I said if that quarterback ever pulled that ball out and kept it to the pylon, he would have had a 6.
I go with Sheptock, Sean Sheptock. Let's watch it again. Everybody was coming.
About 8 guys in on that tackle.
I see Costello jogging in. Largo comes, that's for the power I. Exactly right. Veach, Sheptock, Costello, Higgins. Veach gets 3. Second down.
Well, you see the same strategy as Forest Hills used, taking it up the gut.
Just leaving the game in the hands of your linemen.
You look at running behind Baxi, you're running behind your tight end. You got Costello in the game. Now it's strange when Veach is coming out of the game now.
Wargo will check back in.
Well, it's been Wargo's day.
Wargo at the tail. Wargo. Stopped. Third down.
Well, Jeff Williams closed down from the backside. They're trying to run a power left with Wargo.
What's happening? Whitey Williams looking for a timeout. Are you allowed to call timeouts in overtime? Our crack statistician, Lee Camp, has the overtime procedures. Says there shall be no team timeouts granted. Either team except for an official's timeout. Well, according to our overtime procedures, no team is granted a timeout.
Apparently, they're out there.
They got a timeout.
I'll tell you a good call down a situation that worked a lot of times in my career and some other guys against me. There's a little pitch pass here. Pitch the ball out, let the guy look like he's running for a second, tuck it, and hit somebody who's sliding behind the defense.
Whitey Williams out on the field. They have 2 more cracks at it. We'll have to get our man Bus Carr about this overtime procedure. Vandy Palumbo's down there and listening in. Third down. Carmel shifts. Higgins will run it. He's at the 5. Higgins is in.
What a scramble.
Mount Carmel has won the Class 2A state championship.
3 for 3 from the East.
What an ending. It took double overtime.
Chief Higgins, the leader of the team, started his 50th football game, takes him to state championship on a scramble and a TD.
How fitting. The senior quarterback in his final game wins it in double overtime. It's been a long time in between state championships. If you go back to 1927. Let's check in with Andy Palumbo.
Mr. Wargo, how does it feel? Feels great. This is the best. Good job. This is great. When did you think you had it? Let's go. Very good. Good job.
Well, that was Joe Wargo trying to talk with our Andy Palumbo. Southern Columbia wins a state title. Berwick wins a state title. And Mount Carmel completes the trifecta. They are bringing a state title home as well.
Pennsylvania plays some real tough football. They come to play out west this year. I'll tell you, Don Bailey and his team at Forest Hills did a great job today. What a football team, defensively and offensively. There's a lot of great kids in that team, and as we said at the beginning of the game, this was an even matchup, and it couldn't have gone down to any more of a wire than he did.
Let's watch it again. This scramble brought Mount Carmel a state championship.
They grow up tight, whole bunch of extra blocks in there. Right here we think he gets hit, and he twists and turns and falls in. Touchdown by a body.
The celebration is on. WYOU is your home for Pennsylvania's state high school football championships, and you saw 3 of them over the past 2 days. Gutty performance by Forest Hills as well. Final score of this ball game. Mount Carmel, the Class 2A state champions. They have defeated Forest Hills 20-14. They have done it in double overtime.
So John, I'm so proud to be a part of all this. 3 state championships from the East. And a crew here at Channel 22 has done a great job filming these games. It's been a pleasure being here.
That concludes our 3rd season of high school football here on WYOU. This season started way back in September in Montrose. It ends here at Mansion Park in Altoona with a 3rd state title, and you can bet we will be back for another season in '95. For my partner, JP Mack, Andy Palumbo on the sidelines, our statistician, Leroy Camp, all the guys and crew from WYOU, I'm John Nugent. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next season.
Happy holidays.
The Mercury Villager is...
Bree got one. He'll be here.
Get set for an explosion with Atom Bomb.
You're late with your taxes, McMahon. And IRS is going to be here next week to see that you pay.
And his bite is worse than his bark. We're making reference to Davy Boy Smith, the British Bulldog.
And a very special edition of Heartbreak Hotel featuring none other than Double J.
Join us next week with a tag team
tonight.
Go!
Ring in the holidays.
Tonight at 8 on Fox 38.
'Twas the last weekend of football, and rain wasn't in the plan. But the Tigers, Dogs, and Red Tornadoes gave it all they can. Bring home the titles, 'cause you beat the West. And you're number one, simply the best. So stay right where you are. We're ready to go. Coming at you, it's the Burger King Acme High School Sports Show.
Fox 38 proudly presents the Burger King Acme High School Sports Show.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Burger King Acme High School Sports Show. I'm John Mendola. With the last week of football coming from Altoona, we made the trip, and we're just as proud as you are.
Number 3, Southern Columbia made it to Altoona to take on Western Beaver. Great weather, huh? In the biggest game of their life, mistakes could be costly. Southern and white, the opening kickoff taken by Western Beaver's number 32, Jet Tyndall. He fumbles, and Southern's Mike Mativi recovers. Then, on Southern's second play from the Western Beaver 28, number 22, Rico Rossini. Great blocking, and he goes untouched. 7 points on the board for Southern, less than a minute into the game. On Western's first offensive possession, it was a 4th and 2. Hey, Butch, get him. Romanowski stops Eric Brazos of Western. Southern took over. And with a 3rd and 7, quarterback Brad Osavala to number 15, Artie Kissinger. The connection for 39 yards. First down. 5 plays later, Butch Romanowski from the 6 bursts in. At the 2-point play by Butch, and Southern went up by 15. Southern's D did the job again, and the O was clicking. Number 32, Nate Rodarmel, sweeps right and stays in bounds for a 29-yard gain. And with 2 seconds left in the first quarter, Rodarmel scores. Southern up 22-0. Western Beaver in shock. And they needed to get something going. Western's quarterback Ryan Prosciutti with the home run pass to number 86, Brian Shannon. The 62-yard pass put points on the board for Western as they trailed 22-6. After a few punts by Southern, Western's punter Chip Welch boots this one. Southern's number 15, Artie Kissinger, breaks tackles, great blocking, and would he go? Touchdown with only 41 seconds left in the half. Incredible. Southern 29-6. In the second half, Western Beaver still feeling the effects of Kissinger's punt return. New half, new game, right? 3rd play for Southern. Osavala to Artie. Kiss him, Jer, goodbye. 84 yards, 36-6, Southern. Western had to throw to get back in it. Prosciutti's pass, picked off by number 16, Justin Barnes. He goes to the 41. Next play, Osavala gets the ball back on the Dipsy Doodle. And of course, Kissinger is there. Then Rico Rossini, exit stage left. He scores. On Southern's next possession, more teamwork. Number 33, Todd Sharrow for a 10-yard gain. Next play, 3rd and 1. Psst, give it to Butch. Yeah? 16 yards. The next 3 carries went to Nate Rodarmel. And finally on the 4th carry, Rodarmel gets in. Southern wins 49-6. Who would have thunk it would be this lopsided? Southern Columbia, the number 1 single A team in PA.
could see the emotion pouring out of our seniors after the game, and as I said before, there's been so much time and effort put into it by those kids to reach this goal, and I guess the greatest thing about it, and the thing that is the most satisfying, is how hard and long these guys worked at it.
I remember this day forever. This is one of the greatest days of my life.
This is my dream. I mean, I'm just glad I could be a part of it. I mean, we've worked hard from the summer. I mean, some guys, they've been working since they were little kids in this program, and they never got state title, and I'm just glad I could be a part of it.
Tigers are #1 on the Burger King Acme High School Sports Show.
One man's feast is another one's snack. So at Burger King, there's a Whopper meal in 3 different sizes, each one a big everyday value.
Welcome to Burger King.
The flame-broiled Whopper value meal with fries and a drink at just $2.99 every day. Or the new Whopper Junior value meal for just $1.99. Or the $3.99 double Whopper value meal. Hey, whoever said one size fits all never ate at Burger King. We don't have to be the world's #1 fast food place. Just yours, and yours, and yours.
Set your holiday table with savings, as Acme gives you the lowest prices of the year on Juicy Juice, just 79 cents, and Country Pride split chicken breasts, only 99 cents a pound. Save on Lancaster brand boneless center-cut pork chops, only $2.99 a pound, and Sunkissed navel oranges, 10 for $1.79. Plus, buy one, get one free coupon savings like these, only at Acme.
Happy holidays, Acme style.
Ever stop to think of all the reasons to turn to the Times Leader? Let's start with the front page, filled with local and world news. An action-packed sports section with local events, the majors, and lots of Red Barons coverage. All through the week, plenty of daily features for everyone, filling you in on what's happening and what's important to you. The best classified section in town. There's also the TV book, Parade magazine, and coupons like you wouldn't believe. All that and guaranteed weekday 6 a.m. delivery. The Times Leader, we're the one you turn to for news, sports, and...
It's the back page. This week's Best Buys at 286. Catch a back page Best Buy now. Special purchase. Fleet buyouts. Repos and more. Economy, midsize, luxury, all-purpose. No one can beat a back page deal. Because no one can beat 286.
Do not attempt to adjust your television. We will control all that you see.
Get ready for a journey that's out of this world.
Warning, warning.
Join William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, Carrie Fisher, and Dean Cain for a look at more than 40 years of classic sci-fi television.
This happens to be the Twilight Zone.
Relive the greatest moments from your favorite shows.
Tuesday at 8 on Fox 38.
We now return control of your television.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm John Mendola. Berwick has made it to the state title game 2 of the last 3 years. And this time, they wanted to win their 3rd championship.
What's the weather feel like?
A little chilly and wet, but otherwise, it's going to be a nice night for the game.
Are you freezing?
No.
No?
My feet are very warm. My hands are cold, but it's better than snow.
How about them dogs?
Ow! Those dogs are good.
How'd you get doing that? Were you just have the biggest mouth in town?
No, I don't think so. There's a lot of them here. You just wait. You'll see. I'm the only one that has guts enough to run up and down here and do it.
#1 Berwick in blue has faced some of the best running backs in the state. Sharon's #4 Marco Jackson was another. However, on his first 3 carries, 2 yards, 4 yards, and 2 yards. Not enough. Berwick's D did their job. Berwick on 0. Dave Robbins throws deep, but Sharon's #28 George Ross picks it off. That drive failed. Next possession, #34 Ross Stoiko with a rare fumble. Sharon's #20 Frank Nesdoba recovers. 4 plays later, the Berwick D let Marco Jackson slip through, and Sharon led 7-0. Berwick's next possession, quarterback Dave Robbins to number 8, Mike Bennett. 16 yards to the Sharon 26. Then Robbins to B.J. Hayes. 12 yards inside the 10. 2 plays later, Robbins takes it in. The 64-yard drive had the game tied at 7. The Dogs came right back on offense. Robbins to B.J. Hayes. Another 12-yard play for these two. 6 plays later on a 3rd and 4, the Bennett shuffle. First down at the 23. Next play, Coach Curry calls him the master. Quarterback Dave Robbins to Mike Bennett. Great catch, perfect throw. The Dogs went up by 7 with 1:27 left in the half. 3rd quarter, first play, junior quarterback Robbins again to B.J. Hayes. Later in the drive on a 4th and 2, Robbins gets the first down and more, but he fumbles. Vinny Kishbaugh and Jason Callback are there for Berwick, though. Then number 34, Ross Stoico, blasts for 9 of his tough 85 yards on the night. Robbins takes it in. Doggone it, it's a 21-7 lead. Late in the 3rd quarter, Sharon's quarterback Anthony Snowell. Mike Bennett for Berwick with the pick. A healthy Bennett is not good for opposing teams. Like I said, Bennett from Robbins, 10 yards. Then, with 9:34 left to go, Ross Stoico hits pay dirt. Berwick at 27-7. Great defense like this by B.J. Hayes held Sharon to 2 first downs all night as the Dogs senior class went 43-2 over the last 3 years. Unheard of.
Oh man, this is tremendous. I mean, we wanted to go out, our seniors, we want to come out and we just wanted to dominate this game. We want to come out, win a state championship for the 2nd time in 3 years. No other 3-year team has done this in Berwick. We wanted to do it, and we did it this year, and it feels great.
Most teams don't even get 1, and for us to get 2 our senior year, it's great.
I really can't tell how it feels to win the state title because it didn't hit me yet. But I imagine it'll feel great when it does.
Yeah, this is it. It was a great way to go out, and I'll never forget this. No matter what happens in my life, I will always remember this day.
John, when you got those kind of kids, we have a saying in Berwick, you win championships with championship people. And we have championship people. Our kids give us everything they got. Number 3, buddy.
How about them Dogs?
How about them Dogs?
Game's over, stadium's empty, but there's more to come on a Burger King Acme High School Sports Show.
One man's feast is another one's snack. So at Burger King, there's a Whopper meal in 3 different sizes, each one a big everyday value.
Welcome to Burger King.
The flame-broiled Whopper value meal with fries and a drink at just $2.99 every day. Or the new Whopper Junior value meal for just $1.99. Or the $3.99 double Whopper value meal. Hey, whoever said one size fits all never ate at Burger King. We don't have to be the world's #1 fast food place. Just yours, and yours, and yours.
For over 75 years, Lancaster brand semi-boneless smoked ham has been a holiday tradition. Our fully cooked premium ham is easy to prepare. It's low in salt with no water added, making Lancaster brand the best tasting ham you can buy. And for a real holiday feast, serve the best turkey you can buy. Lancaster brand all-natural grade A turkey. So this holiday, make it Lancaster brand, because Lancaster brand makes the meal festive.
Ever stop to think of all the reasons to turn to the Times Leader? Let's start with the front page, filled with local and world news. An action-packed sports section with local events, the majors, and lots of Red Barons coverage. All through the week, plenty of daily features for everyone, filling you in on what's happening and what's important to you. The best classified section in town. There's also the TV book, Parade magazine, and coupons like you wouldn't believe. All that and guaranteed weekday 6 a.m. delivery. The Times Leader, we're the one you turn to for news, sports, and...
Moving, moving, moving. All these Fords are moving. Your Quality Plus Ford dealer is moving out America's best sellers with great savings on America's #1 selling truck, the Ford F-Series. You can drive a Ford F-150 for just $229 per month. It's your last chance to save in 1994 during Ford's year-end clearance. Drive an F-150 for just $229 per month. Get your best clearance deal on America's best-selling truck. See your Quality Plus Ford dealer and choose from the best F-Series selection of the year.
Welcome back to the show. After 101 years of football, Mount Carmel made their first trip to Altoona. Number 2 Mount Carmel had the support of their entire town in Altoona to take on another proud coal town, Forest Hills. On Mount Carmel's first possession, number 69 John Yadishak fakes the punt on the big rush, and look at John go. 23 yards and a Mount Carmel first down. Mount Carmel was knocking, and number 22 Brett Beach takes it in. Mount Carmel went up by 6. Then Beach for the 2-point conversion. It's good, and Mount Carmel led 8-0. Forest Hills quarterback Justin Myers drops back, and Mount Carmel's number 70 Jason Orbach with the sack. Second quarter, number 22 Brett Beach for Mount Carmel fumbles. Forest Hills takes over and takes advantage. Justin Myers to number 88 Brian Endler for the 47-yard score, and Forest Hills was in the game. The misconversion had them trailing 8-6. Mount Carmel's next possession, number 44 Sean Sheptock up the gut, rumbling, bumbling, and blowing down would-be defenders along the way. 36 yards. Then Mike Higgins looking for Joel Gonzalo. He's double-teamed, but Joe Wargo with the paw grabs a touchdown throw, and Mount Carmel went up 14-6 after the extra point was wide. Wargo was a nemesis all day. Here he picks off Forest Hills Myers, but he fumbles. All right, let's try that one again. Wargo, his second INT, and he pitches it to Joel Gonzalo, just like Dion. Mount Carmel warming up the O with some hot ship talk. 33 yards. Look at him go. Higgins had trouble gripping the ball all day, and this ball hangs up there. Number 22, Lance McGow with the pick. Forest Hills quarterback Justin Myers makes his contributions to one of 12 turnovers on the day. Wargo again, his third pick. Higgins before the end of the half. Number 81 for Forest Hills, Ray Plummer with the interception. Enough turnovers already. Late in the third quarter, number 22, Lance McGow, takes this one into Mount Carmel territory, and he spins for a 32-yard gain. Then McGow from the 3. He scores. Forest Hills trailed by 2. They call on McGow again. Yes, we're knotted up at 14. Enter overtime. You score, you can win. You don't score, and the other team does, you lose. You score, just forget it already. All right, first overtime, first play, forget that one too. Higgins for a big loss. On third down, Higgins throws it up, but number 86, Mike Brzovic from Forest Hills with the INT. Now Forest Hills' turn. On their second play, number 22, Lance McGow fumbles. Enter the second overtime. Forest got the ball first, and on 4th and goal, number 70, Jason Rohrbach leads the charge to stop McGow. Now, if Mount Carmel scores in this possession, they win. Mike Higgins on a 3rd and goal rolls, runs. He twists his way to the win. What a way to go out. Maybe the biggest win in Mount Carmel's football history. 20-14 over Forest Hills. It's time now for our final top 20 football rankings. 16 through 20 remain the same, as well as 11 through 15. At number 10, Montoursville. Wilkes-Barre GAR at number 9. Central Columbia, our 8th ranked team. Number 7, Schuylkill Haven. Susquehanna at number 6. Williamsport is number 5. and Dallas is number 4. At number 1, Southern Columbia, 15-0, 49-6 winners against the young Western Beaver team. A perfect season. They dedicated themselves in the offseason, and that's where Coach Jim Robb believes it starts. He's right. The strength of this single-A team showed all year. The Tigers had 10 players that bench pressed over 300 pounds. All of you guys deserve praise. Great teamwork by a great team. Mount Carmel, also number 1. 20-14 winners in double overtime against a great Forest Hills team. Mount Carmel never gave up. The weather was terrible, their backs were against the walls, but big-time players make big plays, and Mount Carmel has a number of them, and they made them throughout the playoffs and the year. Every player in the '94 season made thousands of former players for Mount Carmel the most proud that they can ever be. Also number 1, Berwick showed Sharon that Bulldog football demands respect, as Berwick won 27-7. Many players told me all year that they guarantee nobody works harder in the offseason than the Dogs, and that's why they deserve it. Coach Curry gets the most out of his young men, and the boys from Berwick love to give 100% all the time. Every year, Berwick's goal is a state title. Coach Curry said to me many times, we're everyone's biggest game, and we enjoy that. We want to play the best to be the best. Now, our weekly sports medicine tip from the professionals at the Mercy Health System, your center for sports medicine.
Hi, I'm Dr. Consalvo from the Mercy Health System Northeast Region. Stay tuned for your sports tip of the day.
Mercy Care.
It's the best possible care
The lowest possible cost.
at the most appropriate site.
Giving our patients the best possible care requires the latest technology, and we have it.
The quality care requires more than machines.
At Mercy Health System, we give Mercy Care.
That depends on what's in here.
We have over 800 devoted physicians and 2,500 first-rate employees.
And we really do have your best interest at heart.
Shin splints are commonly described as pain in the lower leg. Shin splints commonly occur from excessive running in unconditioned athletes or athletes that go from one surface to another at the change of seasons. Shin splints should be treated with relative rest and applications of ice, as well as a good flexion strengthening program. Shin splints that persist for longer than 2 to 3 weeks should be evaluated by a sports medicine professional. Any questions on sports injuries, please contact the Mercy Outpatient Center in Wilkes-Barre. I'm Dr. Consalvo.
One man's feast is another one's snack. So at Burger King, there's a Whopper meal in 3 different sizes, each one a big everyday value.
Welcome to Burger King.
The flame-broiled Whopper value meal with fries and a drink at just $2.99 every day. Or the new Whopper Junior value meal for just $1.99. Or the $3.99 double Whopper value meal. Hey, whoever said one size fits all never ate at Burger King. We don't have to be the world's #1 fast food place. Just yours, and yours, and yours.
Set your holiday table with savings as Acme gives you the lowest prices of the year on Juicy Juice, just 79 cents. And Country Pride split chicken breasts, only 99 cents a pound. Save on Lancaster brand boneless center cut pork chops, only $2.99 a pound. And Sunkissed navel oranges, 10 for $1.79. Plus, buy one, get one free coupon savings like these, only at Acme.
Happy holidays, Acme style.
Tonight at 7, 6 Central. Catch a special presentation of the coolest cop show on television. New York Undercover. Then, ring in the holidays.
Jingle bells, Batman bells.
With the original Simpsons Christmas special, part of a full hour. And Al's favorite television show is canceled.
Did you know that they portrayed an average of 84 killings per 1 hour show?
Well, a man's got to reload.
Tonight on Fox 38.
We got an officer down.
They're the Bad Boys on Fox 38. 6 nights a week are some of the toughest, roughest, and nastiest characters you'd ever want to meet. That's 6 solid nights of Star Trek, The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Cops, and television's most dysfunctional family, The Simpsons.
Yes, indeedly doodly.